closed. Formula One. Good evening and welcome to Winning Lines here at Quiz Night. Not live, but although I am live, it's Quiz Night. I'm back. Hello. How are you all doing? It seems like such a long time since I've done this, because it kind of has been. But then I've done all sorts of other stuff since. So we are back. Hello. Yo, yo, yo. Oh. Not a sport. Thank you for the 34-month resub. Definitely go and watch Samster's watch-along tournament tomorrow evening. And yes, we do be back. Thank you for the 31-month resub there, Ralph. Great appreciated. Great seeing you at Q&L. Thanks, Ask. I think possibly thanks, Ash, but either way. Thank you very much for the 34-month resub there, Shadowmane. Thank you very much. Great seeing you at Q&L as well. Samson seeing you at Q&L. Seeing a whole load of you at Q&L. I've not yet touched it, but it is right by my desk. Here it is. This is the container of poor judgment. I have yet to actually sample the delights or demise within just yet. But it is there for when I decide I want to do. Might do it over the weekend. We'll find out on the next exciting episode of Dragon Ball Z. But thank you for that, Oni. Not just yet, but 2 years though, Pum and Ben. Maybe give it another year. It probably will do. But thank you very much for the 2-year resub, Pum and Ben. Thank you very much for that. It is John Stokes' very strong 0, yes. Very much so. But no, thank you for the 30-month resub. Puzzle Dan, 30 months! That is kind of ridiculous as well. Thank you for the 30 months. Oh, I thought I was going to say it 3 times over, but it didn't. Thank you for the 2-year resub from you, AB Me, as well. Thank you for the triple exclamation mark. Kind of ellipsis, but with exclamation marks. Is there such a thing? I'm pretty sure there'll probably be such a thing. And hello, tipster people raiding with a party of 1. Not entirely sure how that works, but sure, we'll take it. I know that hosts are now technically no longer a thing, but you can still manually raid when you're not. Yes. Oh, Jesus Christ, Matt. That was shouldn't be joking about shit like that. But anyway. Oh, what was that? What was that came through? Completely missed that one. Hang on. Let me look at my Streamlabs alerts, because that one flew by me. Thank you for the 1-year resub, BC. Greatly appreciated. And yeah, I hope you did enjoy Quiz Night Live from the comfort of your own home as well, if it was barely watchable at the time. Thank you again, Tipster, for the wonderful rewatch along that we did over the last week as well, where we got all the local recordings, did a bit of light editing here and there just to sort of tighten it all up, and it's all there now available for you to watch at your own leisure. Plus, there are also extra offers out there. So if you were a host or if you were a player in any of those games and you want your own personal copy, have a talk to Tipster about that, and we should be able to source you with the video files that if you wish to take that as a souvenir from your times at QNL. I was having a look at Streamlabs to see what the other thing was. It was K Prather with a very apt £4.90 donation there. Here is 49 dimes to fire up a good game, Winning Lines. Thank you very much for the £4.90 donation there, K Prather. Greatly appreciate that. And well, finally caught up with all of the notifications going on, and yes, thank you again, Tipster, for not just running the replay but also running the tech desk and everything at QNL. You've been absolute godsend, and I have no idea how the hell it would have worked had you not been there to essentially bail out all of the issues. It probably would have been me just at the tech desk all the time, and just not doing anything. I had no idea how much. I mean, you couldn't even hear the audio from the audio desk half the time, because apparently the PFL pre-fade listen, just, or maybe post-fade listen, usually pre-fade listen, just wasn't working on the main mix. Don't know why. Oh, do you want it back, JB? I can pick it up off the ground. I've still got the 3 or 5 second rule, depending on how you play it. I can obviously throw it back to you, or it's entirely up to you. Thank you for the 100 bits. Just fly generally in the direction of the slide and stuff. Oh, look, a button! Sends audio through again a second time. Thank you for the 100 bits, Prey. I need to talk to you. I also need to talk to M3 to sort out a QNNL at some point in the near future as well, because we are unfortunately not able to get the 2 virtual hosted games at QNL because obvious internet issues were obvious. But we will do a catch-up QNNL, so Quiz Night Not Live, which is kind of what this is. This is Quiz Night without the live button, the live word, but my marketing is an absolute, I don't know what it is, but it's an absolute mess. But we will do a special sort of guest night, like I normally would do, the old days where I did guest hosted days. And we'll get you to do Colour of Money and Countdown/Team Countdown on a future stream on a Wednesday or Friday, so that you can still get your games done to the general populace of the community. That was the intended idea in the first place, so we'll definitely do that. Yeah, I think we will go for Quiz Night Not Non. Oh yeah, sorry, yes, with the stamp. Yes, that's indeed right. Yeah, Quiz Night Non Live. But Ash, I'm live. I know, Prey. That's why I say my marketing is an absolute sham. It's just ridiculous. So what you're saying is, you'll be doing Quiz Night, not live, but live. That's basically what this is right now. I will waffle as much as I wish, Matt. Thank you for the 200 bits, though. The other things that happened over that weekend, though, which we didn't really say much about at QNL because, well, the QNL was just a thing. But over the weekend, it was great to be able to socialise with a small number of you. Wait, what? All right. Okay then. Thank you for the £3 donation, Michael Barrymore. Oh, don't do that, JB. Don't go doing that. It's supposed to go on the pancakes or on the waffles. Don't go messing it up. Anyway, thank you for all the stuff going on. It's kind of crazy. But let me try and catch up. Yes, because over the weekend on the Friday, we did also do some special stuff in Manchester. With a small number of people. It was sort of the first time, seeing a lot of you face to face, and going to do Crystal Maze. Getting to do the Crystal Maze on glossy paper, I know, and light don't really go together. But Crystal Maze, and with eight people in Manchester, absolutely amazing, and absolutely acing the quoits game, because apparently I know how to throw quoits, and I only realised when I was on the journey back to Sheffield with Lucario, because I was giving Lucario a lift back to Sheffield, that I realised why I'm such a good quoits thrower. And the reason is that all the years that I've been playing in bands, loading in, loading out, XLR cables, things like that, they form, generally you coil them up into a nice ring, and you then sort of tie up the end, with electrical tape, or sometimes it has a Velcro end or something just to keep it together. And you get a knack for how they throw, because they generally do throw like a coil of something. It does flex a little, but it does, you get a knack for that. Over time, after throwing, probably over 500 XLRs, yes, 500 XLRs of various lengths, of various weights, apparently I have my eye in on. So when I pick up just a regular quite, it's a, oh, this has a similar sort of throw to one of those XLR reels. Here we go. Boop, boop, boop. Did miss a couple on the way, but it was pretty damn good. I was very impressed with how well I did on the Quits game, and I think the Maze Master Anytime Thursday was also pretty pleasantly impressed with how we were doing. I think was it the Aztec Zone that we were able to get an extra game in because we were just acing it. But yeah, it was pretty impressive, and oh yeah, plenty of time to stop and pose for a picture as well at the same time, because that's one of the few rooms that has the camera setup in. I also got the other one that has the camera setup in as well. Apparently they have them on the skill games, and I got yeah. You sent a corporate thanks to Anytime Thursday, liked you as a team, and said, yeah, I suppose I probably could say that. Thank you for the 100 bits there, Puzzle Dan. And yeah, it was good because we were with David J in chat, and obviously those people that know David J Bodicum has a big history with Crystal Maze, you know, having been sort of like the main designer of all the puzzles and such way back when in the first renditions. So going round the Crystal Maze experience and then telling Anytime Thursday at the end that yeah, David here has been the maze designer, as it were, all the way back those years. He was yeah, pleasantly surprised and impressed by that. So yeah, that was a nice little knowledge bomb to drop at the end. And yeah, I think David's sort of review over on Bother's Bar was also very good as well. So, then we went off to do the cube. Oh boy. I'm going to continue waffling on about the cube, but while I do that, I'm going to open up the lobby, I think. So if you want to get the game on, if you would like to play some winning lines, because we are going to do some quizzing. Sorry, Samster, we will do some quizzing in a moment. But if you're interested in playing some winning lines, then enter in the room code IGDO, IGDO. And while you do that, I'm going to continue waffling about the cube, because oh crap, that is a bloody good experience, that. So if you've not heard about the cube experience, it is essentially, they've got 9, 10, 11, I forget exactly how many cubes they have, but they have X number of cubes, each one with one of the individual cube games already set up in it with an operator on by the side of each one. And you play 7 of those cubes throughout your time in the experience. But it's a very relaxed experience because it's set up in a sort of bar situation. So you can just sort of, you know, socialise with people, have a bit of a drink, and then go and do your next cube. The system will tell you, you know, what cube you're next to play at, and you can just sort of, you know, mosey on through and have a night. You can have a really rapid experience and go through all the 7 cubes in probably about an hour if you really wanted to. But that's probably not the way to do it. You should really take your time with it. Have, you know, enjoy your time while you're there, and just relax, chill, and then worry about the cubes that you're actually going to. We were there with 9 people in total, and what they do is you actually play as a pair against a pair, so you're sort of playing as a 4-player group going around. So we had essentially 2 4-player groups with an extra 9th in there as a sort of a substitute to sort of sub in on 1 or 2 of the games, just to, you know, keep it fair, I suppose. And doing that was great because it meant then you could go and do your game, and then in the sort of the chill down period before your next cube, you go and watch the other 4 go and do their cube, and you sort of rinse and repeat that process. And it's just, honestly, they have got it to an absolute T. Now, I would presume they've got all of the necessary licensing and stuff from the actual show, because it is pretty much identical to what I've seen on the show. And you definitely, if you can find some time to go and do the cube experience, definitely do so, because it is awesome. And also, we did particularly well. The Team US and Team UK, or should we say Team Aluminium versus Team Aluminum. Yeah, we did that little joke. Operators were having the first few operators were having a hard time figuring out what the difference was between the two team names. But later down the line, they actually seemed to get more and more intelligent and realizing the differences. No, we did we did well. I don't know if I've got the photos on my PC. No, I don't think I do. But let me see if I can find it on my phone very quickly. We did particularly well. Team Aluminium versus Team Aluminum, and we got, well, if I can find the photo, we got I don't have a decent shot of it actually, but we got, I don't know if you can see it, difficult to see, there we go, it's focused in. First position of today's high scores, so on the day, Team Aluminium on the top position and Team Aluminum in the second position for the high scores of that day. That's how well we did. We were the high scores of that day, and we were even still sort of hanging on the top of the week leaderboard as well. So, yeah. Yeah. 100 bits for a screen protector. I'm okay, actually. I'm generally all right with my phones. I have done that before with a screen protector, but just found it a bit, I don't know, didn't need it. I seem to take good care of my phones because I know how expensive they are. But I do also have them fully insured, so if I do crack it, it's fine. I just get a brand new one, no problem. Thank you for the 100 bits, though, JB. Appreciate it. And yeah, the other team L, they got a particularly difficult set of hard games right at the end of their set, whereas we got Aperture as our final game, and we didn't use any of our simplifiers up to that point, which made Aperture actually incredibly easy in comparison to seeing other people trying to do it. It was still difficult, don't get me wrong. If you made a mistake, you probably wouldn't have been able to recover. But Clive, how the hell did you manage to flub 3 balls but still catch the 3 balls that you flubbed and still do it in time on a simplify? That's kind of crazy, man. Very well done to you on your first bounce. That's just crazy. We do have some videos of that, but I don't know if they're sort of wanting to be shown on stream or not, or if they just want to be kept private. So I'm not going to be sharing those directly right now. But if people do want to share them, let me know and I'll figure that out later. But yeah, holy crap, it was such a great experience. Definitely go and do it if you can. And it was just awesome to see a load of you for the first time as well. Not just there now, but also at Q&L. I am going to continue gushing for just a little bit because, you know, this is my first proper stream since all of that happened. Thank you again. Thank you. It's just absolutely amazing, that entire thing. Just the entire weekend is a completely maddening experience that it even happened, and that you're all willing to go in on it and actually do it. I am forever grateful for it. Always will be forever grateful for it. And here's for a Q&L 2 in the near future. You think the 1000 heartbeats needs to be on YouTube? I will try and get those bits and bobs uploaded to YouTube. I also need to fix the 500 questions part 2 upload to YouTube because the audio mix hasn't mixed down to stereo. I need to chuck it through DaVinci Resolve to actually render the audio down to a single stereo mix. Thankfully, now that I'm on a better PC, that should be much quicker to do. But yeah, I need to re-render that out so I can get 500 questions part 2 up on YouTube, and then those as well on top for Q&L, so we can get a wider audience seeing what kind of crazy stuff we do. Anyway, you've already made steps towards QNL2 planning. Jesus Christ. We've got other stuff to do. For now, let's just have a bit of fun, shall we? Let's play some winning lines. We have got 27 of you in this audience. IGDO, if you would like to play the game. I've just forgotten that we normally do some winning line redemptions. We will do that on the second game because I waffled so much. I apologise. It's gone past 20 past. Let's get this game underway. Let's play winning lines. Oh, just sneaking your way in there, Curtis. Welcome to the game. You are here in the 49ers. If you can't see yourself for whatever reason, do say my number. It'll tell you where you should be sitting. So, if you've never played winning lines before, here's how the first round goes down. This is called the 49ers, and from this round, we are looking for just 6 players to qualify through into round number 2. And to qualify, what you need to do is give me a correct answer and also be the fastest to give me a correct answer. All you need to do to answer is you can answer in public chat or you can whisper to Quizbot 3000. Any of those methods will work. And the answer will always be a whole number, somewhere in the range between 0 and 10,000. Just give me the numbers, don't give me any thousand separators because you may be charged, but your answer might not go through. And be careful. If you decide to give me an answer, because you don't have to answer if you're not sure, but if you decide to give me an answer and you are wrong, well, that is not so good because that means you will get the red illumination and will mean you are eliminated from the round and will not be able to advance through to looking after number 1. Can you say the thing, Matt? I don't know. Can you say the thing? Go on. I have opened up the window opportunity now for you to say the thing. Go on. Yeah, that's where he just says the thing. Here it is. Yay! No, that's yesterday I asked you from Jack's Films. Thank you for the 100 bits. But yes, if you're fast, then you will last. And if you're wrong, then you are gone, wherever the gone button is. I've forgotten where it is. I've done some rejigging on the sound desk board. Yay. Yay. Yesterday I asked you. Anyway, we will move on and let's play Winning Lines. Hello, I'm here again because I've put it onto a double-sided render now, so I actually appear in this shot. So if you're ready, fingers on those numbers. Here comes question number 1. For the money or the mob, if you are given a question of 1 versus 100, how many answer choices do you pick from? For the money or the mob, if you were given a question on 1 versus 100, how many answer choices do you pick from? I'm going to take the music down in my ears because it's rather loud. I'm going to take it down on the stream as well, slightly as well. Okay, hopefully you've played to 1 versus 100. We'll let you pick if you played. 25 of you have answered this question. And it is pretty simple. I think in most of the versions of 1 versus 100 I've seen out there, they use 3 options, A, B, or C. So, all you need to do is say 3. Now, obviously, you can use Ask the Mob or things like that to narrow it down to 2 options, but ultimately there are still 3 options on the board to start with. So, 3 is the answer. If you gave me that, good. I will light you blue in a moment. If you did not, though, maybe fat-fingered an answer, then I'm going to light you red. Oh, we got DMC's gone for 2. Connor's also gone for 2. I'm afraid at this very early stage in the game, to you two, we have to say goodbye. 23 of you got it right. And we haven't got anybody through so far, so everybody's up for getting through to round number 2. So you go a nice shade of gold. But who, pray tell, was the fastest? That's what matters right now. Thank you, music just disappearing. Third fastest, with a time of 4.888 seconds, was Mr. Matt the Ref. Pretty fast, but not fast enough. Second fastest, with a time of 4.083, Zoni, you're taking second place again, Oni. Fastest of all, with a time of 3.845 seconds, is Clive of Legend. Very well done, Clive. You are our first player through to looking after number one. You can relax a bit, but of course you can freely answer the next question or few for some extra bonus doots if you wish, at no risk of being eliminated. So, to our winning line, we don't really care at the moment. We're going to lose them 2, keep the 9. The first winning line number is a 9. Like I say, we don't care because we haven't been doing any of the redemptions. We will do that in the second game, but for now we'll ignore it. So, we just have 2 players eliminated there, DMC and Connor. Don't forget, you can still answer the next few questions for some bonus doots. Or maybe if we get everybody get eliminated at some point in the round, then you will get brought back and could get a redemption spot. So, we move on to question number 2. If Now Cut That Out literally cuts that out of their name, how many letters remain in their name? If Now Cuts That Out literally cuts that out of their name, how many letters remain in their name? Okay. We'll let you pick if you played. We've got 23 players answering this question. So, if you were to cut that out of their name, then their full name would be Now Cut Out. And if you were to count those letters of Now Cut Out, well, they're 3 words of 3 links. So really, the total there would just be 3 by 3, which is 9. So all you needed to do was give me the answer of 9. If you did that, then you're going to be blue. However, anything else, I'm going to be lighting you red. Oh, yeah, I got a couple... 3 players there going with the 10 instead there, just going 1 over Matt the Ref, Pumman Ben, and Mark. Unfortunately, that is a wrong answer. We got to say goodbye. Well done to 20 of you getting it right, though. But only 17 of you are up for advancing through to the next round, because the other 3, we are either eliminated or already through. So of those that got it right, who was fastest? Well, third fastest was Mr. Vertigo with a time of 7.670 seconds. Pretty fast, but not fast enough this time round. Second fastest, not quite making it through this time, AB Me with 6.382 seconds. Pretty fast, but not fast enough. Now that honor this time goes to, with a time of 6.005 seconds, podium number 44, it is! Congratulations. You are through to looking after number 1. And there are all the other times of all the lock-ins that came through. Well done. Winning line we don't care about. We'll lose the 4, keep the 4. And it's a 4. Like I say, we don't care. We can put it away right now. So, 2 players down. 4 players yet to fill. We've got 5 players currently eliminated. 2 have gone through. We shall continue on to question number 3, so fingers on those numbers. Here is question 3. If Martin Luther had hammered 10 more theses to the churches of Wittenberg, how many theses would he have written? If Martin Luther had hammered 10 more theses to the churches at Wittenberg, how many theses would he have written? Okay. We will let you pick if you played. Oh, not many going for this one. 8 players going for this question. So, the number of theses that Martin Luther hammered to the churches at Wittenberg is 95. So if he hammered 10 more than that, then it would be 105. So if you gave me 105 as your answer, then congratulations. I am about to light you blue. However, if you did not, and I'm afraid it's a deep shade of red you're going. Oh. Clive going with 29, Flyboy with 35, Chris with 57. I'm afraid all good answers from certain routes, but I'm afraid not the route to go for, and we've got to say goodbye. Although, Clive, you're already through, so you can relax slightly. 5 got it right, but only 3 of you can actually get through here. So let's find out. Only thinks you're second here. You were quick, but not that quick. Well, let's find out. With a time of 9.556 seconds, third place goes to Riff. It's a good time, but not fast enough. With a time of 5.904 seconds, second place goes to Oni. You were absolutely right. He did get second place, which means first place with a time of 5.747 seconds goes to Dogfish. At podium number 31. Well done. Very, very close, though. Only 0.2 of a second in it. Well, not even that. 0.16 of a second in it. There was a faster time from Mark with a time of 5.30 seconds, but Mark has previously been eliminated. So, Chien Poisson 44. You are through to look after number 1. I don't have the French translation for that part. We lose the 3 to keep the 1. And a third digit in the middle line is 1 we don't care about. So let's get rid of that. Very well done indeed, Dogfish. You can relax a little. But of course, you can answer these next few questions if you wish for some bonus dudes. Halfway through the round, 3 players through, 3 to find. Let's continue on. Question number 4. Fingers on numbers. Here is question number 4. If peeled off all the orange and pink stickers on a standard Rubik's Cube, how many stickers would remain on the cube? If peeled off all the orange and pink stickers on a standard Rubik's Cube, how many stickers would remain on the cube? I think there's going to be some tears. You're going to like your pink if you played. 19 players have answered this question. So, we have generally a cube has sort of 6 faces to it, and that in a Rubik's Cube fashion is divided into 9. So in a sort of, you know, your standard Rubik's Cube that has stickered faces, there's 9 of each colour. So there'd be 9 times 6 in total, which is 54, if my maths is correct. Orange. Yeah, there's an orange face on the Rubik's Cube, so you take 9 from 54 to get you to 45. Pink. There ain't no pink stickers on a normal Rubik's Cube. There's red. There's certainly red. But not pink. Not on a standard Rubik's Cube, as in sold by the Rubik's company. There may be variants out there from speed communities and things like that, speed cubing and that, which will have pink faces on them, but that is not a standard Rubik's Cube as what the question was asking for. So, as I am currently being fed here, the answer I have here is just 45. You are just removing 9 orange stickers and 0 pink stickers. If you gave me 45, you're gonna go blue. If you did not, then I'm gonna light you red. Wow. Lots of 36s there. We got a 4 from Topper. We've got an 18 from Puzzle Dan, a 27 from Mr. Vertigo. But one sole survivor in podium number 17 who found the trick in the question, did not get duped by it. Ralph with a time of 9.582 seconds. You are through to lucky after number 1. I have to do all the things. Very well done there, Ralph. Note how many people actually watch Beat the Beat. Well, the thing is, Ben's Cube, I believe, is not a standard quote-unquote Rubik's Cube. That one, the one he has, is they're actually coloured faces already on the plastic. They're not stickered. So, yes. Bins is sort of a speed cube, so could technically have its own custom color scheme to it. So yes, you might slightly disagree, but as the question is written, standard Rubik's Cube, I am inclined to agree with what the answer is. Well done to Ralph. You are through to looking after number 1. We lose the 1 to keep the 7, and our 4th digit is a 7. What if someone is colourblind? Well, then they use colourblind friendly colours instead, or use a tactile surface instead. In either case, that's not a standard quote-unquote Rubik's Cube as sold by the Rubik's company. So that's different. So yes, 4 digits in, 4 players through. Let's get rid of the winning line. We don't care about that right now. We will continue on. We have 2 more places to fill, and well, due to the sea of red we have right now, not many people that can advance here right now, which is very interesting. Do they go through Cubity? Possibly. Thank you for the 100 bits, though. So who's left in? We've got Prey at podium number 8. We've got Proogs at podium number 35. TJ at 41. We have someone at 48, I can't figure out who, is an anonymous avatar, and what looks to be a guinea pig at podium number 49. So we do have enough potential players to get through, but there's not many. But there's only 2 places to fill. So this could be a prime opportunity for those remaining still in the game. Good luck. Fingers on those numbers. And of course, even if you're eliminated, you can get yourself some bonus doots on answering the next question. Good luck. Fingers on the numbers. Here comes question number 5. How old was Mary Black, the youngest member of Parliament in modern British history, when she was elected in 2015? How old in years was Mary Black, the youngest member of Parliament in modern British history, when she was elected in 2015? Difficult question here at a critical time. We'll light your pick if you played. 16 players have gone for this question. I mean, I thought I'd add clarification because it doesn't actually say in the question text what unit of time we're talking about. It could be in seconds, although that would be way beyond the range that we're asking for. Could be minutes again, could probably be out of range of the question. So I thought I'd just, clarify by saying years. Since you're on my back about Rubik's Cube colours right now. So, how old was Mary Black when she was elected in 2015? Well, I could tell you. She was 20 years old when she was elected. So, 2020s, that is what you need to give me as an answer. But are we talking Earth years? Oh, here we go. I mean, the thing is, years on... Well... Years on different planets will probably have different terms. I mean, like the day on Mars is a sol rather than a day. But anyway, now we're getting into proper pedantry. But the answer I'm looking for that I have here is 20. If you gave me 20, then we'll light you blue. If you did not, I'm going to light you red. Ooh! Another sea of red, very close answers though. 18, 17, 21, 17, 23, 25, 28, 26, 24, 21, 19, 22, and possibly a typo from only 31. All good answers, but unfortunately not the right one. We gotta say goodbye. 2 players got it right. However, you will notice there's a difference in their colours. Because one can advance, one cannot. That means we only have 1 player that can advance on this question. Podium number 49. Congratulations to the guinea pig, also known as Sintu. You have advanced through to looking after number 1 with a time of 13.331 seconds. Congratulations. Hey, Lingo Maniac. They're Sintu the next round, they really are. So, congratulations. Relax. You are through to looking after number 1. Lose the 4, keep the 9. Next digit, and how many lines are 9? We don't care about that. Put it away. 1 final spot then. Prey could still get through. Proogs, you could still get through. TJ at 41, and I don't know who is at 48. Possibly Flyboy. They generally use an anonymous style avatar, but I may be wrong. game's up to you here. This could be the last potential question to get in. Good luck. Fingers on those numbers. Here comes question number 6. In the IT crowd, how many times does the digit 9 appear in the new emergency services number that ends in 7253? Rapid repetition going on. In the IT crowd, how many times does the digit 9 appear in the new emergency services number that ends with 7253? Difficult one, this one, if you're not familiar. We'll let you pick if you played. Ooh. Okay, we've got a lot of purple, but we do have one player that could get through here. Proogs, you have attempted the question. If you're right, then you are going through and you're taking the final spot and looking after number 1. If you're wrong, though, we will be doing another question. So, the number, as fully recited out, is 0118 999 88199 9119 7253. That's 0118 999 88199 9119 7253. 7. 7 is the answer that we are looking for. So if you gave me 7, then you're going to be going blue. If you did not, I'm afraid you're going to have a bit of a tumble. Oh, Proogs! You went with 11. You overcounted a bit. It's money box all over again. James, well, John had. I'm afraid it's a wrong answer. We did have 4 players to get it right. Only DMC, ABME, Connor. Very well done to you 4. But no one is up for advancing here. And Proogs, we've got to say goodbye. So, at the end of that question, no one's going through. We could be stuck here, folks. We could be stuck in limbo on 49ers. So, 3 players left in that could advance on this question. Let's find out what we've got in store for you. Fingers on numbers. Here is your do-over question number 6. For the money on the bob, if you are given a question 1 versus 100, how many episodes do you pick from? We literally just told you. Can you remember? We literally just told you. Can you remember? We'll let you pick if you played. Our 3 players that can advance have answered the question, but have they answered correctly? Did you remember that it was 3? You did! Congratulations to you lot. Connor, go for a 0. And 93 did we go for 33, typing out there, typoing an extra digit. So I'm afraid, you 2, we say goodbye, but our 3 players that got it right, congratulations, you are up for going through to looking after number 1. Now, there is a reason as to why it's doing this now, because what I had done ahead of time is selected 6 question IDs so that I knew that they would appear. And then after that was now going for fair game, and I don't think it's marked those are the other question, the 1 versus 100 question as used. So it's decided to pick that one again because it can pick that one again. So that's probably what's happened. But anyway, we have 3 players up that can get through. Who was fastest? I'm kind of happy that he did this, to be honest, because it's a nice, easy way to resolve the round. 3rd fastest with a time of 6.5 seconds was Prey. I'm afraid you are not getting through to looking after number 1. 2nd fastest with a time of 4.978 seconds and not going through to looking after number 1. Hard luck to brand new Halo, which means I do apologise. I was saying TJ, but it's not. It's Deducement at podium number 41, isn't it? With a time of 4.881 seconds. I do apologise, Deuce. I was going off just the avatar and my mind just decided to blip. Deuce, you are through to looking after number 1. Lose the 4, keep the 1, don't care about the winning line, get rid of it. Bye, 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 bye. Bye, bye, bye. There we go. Surprisingly, nobody got any, did it? Well, we will do it next time round. Gotta go Speedy Sonic the Hedgehog, absolutely. So congratulations goes to Ralph, Clive, Dogfish, Deuceman, Innes, and also to Sintu. You are through to looking after number 1. Everybody else, commiserations. You've not gotten through this time, but do stick around. We'll be doing another game of winning lines and also a game of all clued up later on. And also, you can answer the next few questions in looking after number 1 if you can beat any of the Super 6 with the correct answer. So, let's get over to the next round. And there you are in your numerical order. Ralph with 17, Clive with 29, Dogfish with 31, Dudusman with 41, Innes with 44, and Sidtu with 49. So, let's go down with looking after number 1. And here's how it goes. It's a bit like the first round, really. However, we are constricting the answers to just those 6 you see before you. Well, you can see it before you, just behind the stupid effect. Each of the questions coming up will have one of those 6 answers. Whoever answers first buzzes in, and if you buzz in with the correct answer and it is your own number, you keep yourself in play. If you buzz in with the correct answer and it's somebody else's number, then you will knock that person out. However, if you decide to buzz in and you answer incorrectly, regardless of if it's your number, somebody else's number, or another number entirely, then you will knock yourself out of the round. If nobody buzzes in for an answer on a question, then whoever should have answered to keep themselves in play, i.e. their own number, then they will be eliminated. And we keep going until just one player is left standing. Absolutely, Matt. Thank you for the 100 bits. So if you're all ready, good luck, and let's play looking after number 1. Many different ways you can play this round. Do you actually go on the aggression? Do you Luigi? Let's find out how you like to play. Fingers on those numbers. Here comes your first question. If Amy Schneider was right on every clue on a single Jeopardy board except for the daily double, Clive, how many answers did she answer correctly? Oh, sorry, how many answers did she question correctly? That's the correct terminology for Jeopardy, I suppose. Clive, you went with 29. You went with your own number. Well, there are, in the current form of Jeopardy, 6 categories, each with 5 clues. So that's a total of 30 clues in a regular Jeopardy round. And if you miss just one, which is the daily double, there's just one daily double in single Jeopardy, then you would have 29. Absolutely correct answer. You keep yourself in the game. Congratulations there. Say something else in chat if you want to refresh, if you're using public chat. I don't think everybody is, so you're absolutely fine. Get ready, fingers on numbers. Here's your next question. If the well-known lubrication spray, beginning with WD, had taken 4 more attempts to perfect the formula, it would instead be called WD what, Clive? You say 44. Are you potentially thinking of the lubrication spray called WD-40? Or water displacement 40? In which case, if you were to add 4 to it, then it would be 44. You are absolutely right, which does mean it excuse me. Does mean it is. You've been beaten to the punch, and we've got to say goodbye. You're in the dark. And then there were 5. Something about winning lines and me dying. I don't know what it is. Maybe I just need to drink more. That's what it is. Much better. Remaining 5 players. Fingers on those numbers. Here's your next question. On a straight road where the odd-numbered houses are on one side and the even-numbered houses are on the other, which house number is 2 doors along from both number 25 and number 33, Dogfish? You say 29. The answer that I have in front of me, and I think this appeared on the previous edition on winning lines in 49ers, the correct answer is 29. You've beaten Clive to the punch. It does mean Clive, we've got to say goodbye. You're in the dark. And then there are 4. 17, 31, 41, and 49 are left in play. Good luck to your final 4 fingers on numbers. Your next question is, as of 2021, how many people have served as a Vice President of the United States? Sintu, you've gone with 41. Well done to Chris, Mark, Matt, Oni, and Pullman Ben, who all got the correct answer before Sintu locked an answer in. You say 41. The answer that I have in front of me is 49. I'm afraid it's a wrong answer, which just means, Sintu, you knocked yourself out of the game. And you're in the dark. Thank you very much for playing. Deuce, getting a lucky break there was not their number. 3 players left in. Ralph on 17, Dogfish on 31, Deuce on 41. Good luck, final 3. Fingers or numbers. Your next question is, if you play blackjack and you see an ace, a 5, a 9, and a 2 in front of you, what non-busting total do you have, Dogfish? You say 17. So an ace is 1 or 11. A 5 would make that 6 or 16. A 9 would make that 15 or 25. Now 25 would then be a busting source, so we ignore that, so we're down to just 15. And then add a 2 makes it a total of 17. You are absolutely right, Dogfish. This does mean Ralph, you've been beaten to the punch. And we're going to say goodbye. And you're in the dark. Which means we are left with our 2 central players there. Dogfish on 31, Deuceman on 41. Just 10 numbers apart. If that makes any sort of sense. One of you is going through to the Wonder Wall. One of you is just going to miss out. Good luck. Fingers on numbers. The next question is, what number is represented by the Roman numeral XXXI? Deuce! Going with 31. X represents 10. I represents 1. There are 3 X's. That's 30. There's an extra 1, extra I, which means that is a total of 31. You are absolutely right, Deuce. Beating Dogfish to the punch, which does mean we say goodbye to Dogfish. But Deuce, out of nowhere, taking it when it mattered, getting it right, and Deuces are wild. You are through to the Wonder Wall. Congratulations. Woo! Now that's a looking after number 1, folks. That's a looking after number 1. Woo-hoo! That was great. That was great. Well, Deuceman, before we get to the Wonder Wall, you're getting an extra prize there from Matt the Ref. You've been gifted a sub to the channel. So, you've already been given that. Let's see if we can do a bit more than that, shall we? Here we go, Deuce. Your first time up against the Wonder Wall. Let's see if we can make it count. Let's quickly go over the rules of the Wonder Wall. So, you could be winning up to 1 million Doots right now on the Wonder Wall. You're going to be seeing an answer wall with 49 answers on it, each numbered 1 through 49. All you need to do for each question that comes up, you just need to find the answer and give me the number that is associated to the answer. You do that, you move up 1 rung on the money ladder, and if you can give me 20 correct answers within 4 minutes, then you could be Quiz Night's latest Doot millionaire, earning yourself 1 million Doots. If you give me a wrong answer, you will get yourself a strike. If you get 3 of those in your game, then you are out, and it does mean you lose all of the stuff. You do not get any that you have banked in the game. You do have an option to pass, though. You can pass twice in this round. If you don't like the question, just say pass, and we move on to the next question. We can only do that twice. You do also have a pit option as well. We can pit the game and stop the clock for 15 seconds at a time. Just say the word pit or pit stop, and we'll do that. And again, you have 2 of those to work with throughout this round. Once you're on 2 strikes or within the final 30 seconds of the round, then you can bail out of the game. That's the only way you can take the money mid-game, is by bailing out. If you do not bail out and we hit time, or you hit 3 strikes, then you leave with nothing. However, if you manage to hit all 20 answers in the 4 minutes, within the 4 minutes, they will bail out for you and you'll get the million. There are some extra options out there if you want to change the speed of the wall, like slow, med, fast, but generally the usual speed is not too bad and you should probably be okay with that. You can also say left, mid, right as well to zoom to the left, the middle, or the right of the wall as well. Good luck. This is your Wonderwall deuce. Goodness me, tripping over my words here. Good luck. Everyone's rooting for you here. Let's play Wonderwall. Reveal the answers. This is your Wonderwall Deuceman. Try and remember as much as you can. Try and remember where the answers are. And if you are ready, let's get going. David Mitchell has hosted what Radio 4 panel game since 2006? Taking it slow? Okay. That's fine. I'm gonna pass it. What is the first name of the famous actress Gyllenhaal, who's starring in such films as Secretary? Gyllenhaal, maybe. The answer's up there somewhere. Can you find it? Looking at the right. Gonna pass it. You got no more passes now. In 2012, which host of Distraction and the Big Fat Quiz of the Year became embroiled in a tax avoidance scandal? Yes, Jimmy Carr is correct. Katniss Everdeen is the heroine in which 2012 movie? Yes, The Hunger Games. Which classic movie ends with the line, "It was beauty killed the beast"? Taking your first pit. Okay, here's the question again. Which classic movie ends with the line, "It was beauty killed the beast"? You have no more passes, but you can get questions wrong and move on anyway. There's your pit over. Let's get going. No, correct answer there is King Kong. Following the adventures of a young android, which long-running manga franchise is known in Japan as Mighty Atom? It's up there somewhere. Can you find it? Yes, Astro Boy is correct. Which fast food chain tells you to have it your way? Burger King is correct. Which town did the legendary Pied Piper rid of rats? 1 minute and 25 left. Do you still have a pit? You can still get another one wrong and keep in play. There is your second pit. Here's that question again. Which town did the legendary Pied Piper rid of rats? You're currently on 10,000 doots. 1 minute and 12 left in the game when we come back. No passes, no pits. We're back in. No, answer there is Hamlin. Your bailout button is now active. Which bear took his name from an English station where he was found? Yes, Paddington. The car manufacturer Volvo was founded in what country? 45 seconds left. If you know it, go for it. If you don't, you might want to bail. 30 seconds, though. And there is the bail. 15,000 doots, though, dudes. Congratulations. Going your way. Let's go over those answers that you missed off. David Mitchell has hosted what Radio 4 panel game since 2006, bit of UK con there, so possibly difficult for the US crowd. The Unbelievable Truth was the correct answer there. What is the name of the first famous actress Gyllenhaal, who starred in such films as Secretary? That's Maggie. And then that final question there, the car manufacturer Volvo, it is from Sweden. We're looking for there, Sweden. So a bit of EU content. Again, possibly difficult for the US crowd. But Deuce, very well done to you, getting 15,000 doots. And you... Yeah, I bet you do. I bet you do, JB. Did someone manage to just write that in, and it's now appearing on the Wonderwall? Someone's decided to write a question where the answer is ass, or the backup answer is ass. Anyway, congratulations to your ass channel there, JB. You may screenshot that. There you go. I'm gonna make it really easy for you and stop the board for you. There you go. Congratulations. Oh, you already did it. Okay, fair enough. Well, we're going to return to the void momentarily while we get the game going for game number 2. I just need to find the 49ers preference list for game number 2 so we get the new questions in. So one moment while we sit in the void and I have a bit of a waffle. And I will remember to try and switch on the channel points redemptions for the winning lines competition this time round. So let's get the game running again. We go to channel points and hey, do you think we should roll titles again, or should we just get straight into it? What do you want? Titles or get straight into it? We have a choice, yeah. You can choose. It's now choose your own adventure here. VT. I did it my way. We're trying to do that to the sequence of winning lines. Oh wait, it's winning lines! With your host, me. There we go. Oh, now we get a poll. Now we get a poll. We've just done it. We've just done the VT. We can't do it again. Anyway. Let's get into the lobby, shall we? It's MPPE. And while you figure out what you want to do there, let me enable the points redemptions for the winning line. So there's a claim winning line ticket. And that's all you need to do. That's all you need to do is claim a winning line ticket there. So if you would like a winning line ticket, do as a couple of players have already done. Choose the option in the Duke coin. That's my channel points here is the Duke coin. Choose claim winning line ticket, and then in the text box put 6 numbers, 6 digits. That's all you need to do, and that will be what you predict the winning line will be. You saw it in the first game. What will happen is we find our 6 players and we take the number in the units place or the ones place of their pony number, and that will then form the winning line. And if you can get the closest to that, then you'll get yourself some bonus doots, just for a bit of prediction fun, essentially. In the actual show, that would be used as a sort of like, if your phone number contains these digits in your phone number in the last 6 digits or whatever, then phone up and you could be playing Winning Lines next time round, something along those lines. The US had a similar thing, but they generated a 7th digit, I believe from the Wonderwall. Was it the last answer on the Wonderwall generated the last digit of the winning line as the 7th digit? I think it's something like that, or the last answer that was given, or whatever. But yeah, that generated the last digit. So then the US 2nd digit of the last answer given. Yeah, okay, it was that, and that's how they generated a 7-digit winning line, which again had a similar constriction for. That was a constriction for getting a $50,000 prize, though, rather than getting in on the next show or something along those lines. I can't remember. It's gotten a bit hazy since I've got, done all the research for all this game. It's been multiple years now since I made this. And that's crazy to say. It's been multiple years now since I first did this. Anyway, we don't care about those technicalities because all we care about right now is the channel points redemption instead. Yeah, we're nearly at 4 years since the winning line experience was a thing. Yeah, 2 and a bit months away, and we're looking at the 4 years since the birth of the winning line, the Wonderwall experience. That was my first interactive quiz on Twitch. Was the Wonderwall experience. Goodness me. Oh, I have plans, Matt, for the 4-year anniversary. I have plans. Don't you worry, I have plans. MPP if you'd like to play the game, or also the channel points redemption if you would like to make a bit of predicting fun. I'll close them up in a moment. I'm going to try and make this game a little bit snappier as well, because we do also have All Clued Up to play in a moment. So, let's go on with the show. 10, 9, 8. Hello there, Ben. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ticket office is now closed. Ticket office is now closed, and Clive just sneaking in as well. Let's get this game away. Good luck. Let's play. Maybe, Ben. Maybe. Welcome to you 49ers. If you can't see yourself, say my number in chat, one word, and it'll tell you what pony number you should be sitting at. Well, hopefully you should be able to see yourself. Quickly over the rules. I think you've already seen how this game works, but again, the rules are as follows. You're going to be seeing some questions, the answers to which will be a whole number between 0 and 10,000. To get through to the next round, you need to be correct and also be the fastest correctly done as well. If you do that, good evening, good evening, good evening, good evening, etc., then you will get through to looking after number 1. However, if you decide to answer and you are wrong, you will knock yourself out, as we saw rather devastatingly so earlier on with a Rubik's Cube question. You do not have to answer if you're not sure, though. You may abstain if you wish, but of course you can't get through if you don't give me an answer. So, as always, answer fast, but do not be wrong. We're still continuing on with this Obama, I love curry Obama thing. Okay, fair enough. Let's get this game underway. Let's play Winning Lines. Oh, I do love that little sting there. Make me mod so I can delete it. Oh, don't bring back the I Love Prawns one. I thought that one had died already. But anyway, let's get this game away. Good luck. Fingers on numbers. Here comes question number 1. If 8 people were playing Trivial Pursuit, how many pie wedges are needed to fill all 8 players? If 8 people were playing Trivial Pursuit, how many pie wedges are needed to fill all 8 players? Okay, let's have a look. Let's light your pink if you played. Not the pink wedge. We're not discounting any colours here. 24 players have answered this question. So, a traditional sort of playing counter, pie holder, I suppose you could say, for Trivial Pursuit will hold a total of 6 wedges, 6 pie slices. So, if 8 of them are currently scurrying around the board, then your total will be 8 multiplied by 6, which is a total of 48. There are no tricks to that. There is just 48 we were looking for. So if you gave me 48, then congratulations, you got the first stage right and you're going to go blue. However, if you did not, they're going to let you red. Oh, PL dogging opponent number 3. You go with 56. I think you got your multiply out a bit wrong there. Did an extra one when he shouldn't have done. I'm afraid 56 is wrong. You've got to say goodbye. So, 23 players getting it right. 23 of you can advance through and go a lovely shade of gold. But it's only the fastest that counts. And, oh, it was tight at the top. Very much so. Third fastest with a time of 5.16 seconds. We've seen this name before in looking after number 1 this evening, but not fast enough this time. It's a good time, but not fast enough. Second fastest with a time of 5.139 seconds. Pumden Ben, opponent number 31. Again, pretty damn fast, but not fast enough. No. Fastest player with a time of 4.783 seconds. Congratulations goes to BC. Very well done, sir. Fastest of all. And you are through to looking after number 1. You can relax a bit now. And only you are about 7th or 8th, if memory serves. So, BC, you're through. And for our winning line, we lose the 1 to keep the 2. First digit in our winning line is a 2. Now, who gave me a 2? 230 winning lines have a singular 2 in there. Okay, well, we'll keep track of that. So currently 230 winning lines going for the maximum. We will continue on. Just a couple. We shall continue on. Just 1 player eliminated, 1 player through. Fingers on those numbers. Here comes question number 2. How many 20-minute periods are there in a game of ice hockey? How many 20-minute periods are there in a game of ice hockey? Or to those over on the other side of the pond, you probably just call it hockey. But we're putting the word ice in there just to differentiate it from the game of field hockey, which might have some different time periods. Oh, Matt. Now, them's fighting words there. Them's fighting words. We'll let you pick if you played. So, 21 players have gone for this question. You mean it just is, though, isn't it? Yes, 3. Yeah, 3 is the answer we're looking for. It's a total of 3 periods of 20 minutes, which is a total then of 60 minutes of playing, essentially. So if you gave me 3, congratulations, you're going to go blue. Anybody else that went with something other than 3, though, I'm afraid, going red. Going for the other obvious answer of 4 there for Dogfish, Prey, and Puzzle Dan. No, many other sports do have 4 periods of them, but generally, if they're 4 periods, they would then call them quarters rather than periods, just to make it obvious that there are 4 of them in a full match. So I'm afraid to number 1, number 11, and number 25, we've got to say goodbye. 18 got it right. 17, though, can get through because BC has already advanced through. But who was fastest? Woohoo! Okay, these times are interesting. It's only going to mention one of these names, but I'm going to mention all 3 of them because in 3rd place, tied 3 ways, the time of 3.893 seconds goes to Ramsey, Clive, and Oni. A 3-way 3rd place time. That's crazy talk. That is crazy talk. 2nd fastest with a time of 3.769 seconds. That goes to Mark. Not fast enough, I'm afraid. Very close, though. Fastest and going through to looking after number 1 with a time of 3.650 seconds is ABB. Podium number 20. Congratulations. Very well done, AB Me. Some crazy sub 4 second times there. So, AB Me, you're through to looking after number 1. And to the winning line, we lose the 2 and keep the 0. We add a 0 to our winning line. Now, who's got a 2 and a 0? 88. 8. 8. 8. Have got those 2 matching numbers. So, we're going to keep an eye on that. And we'll see how well you do. 2 players through. 4 players have been eliminated. Don't forget you can still answer for some doots in those cases. Subtitles just appeared. Hey, I have subtitles enabled on my chat. You can just press the CC button and you can marvel at the wonderful auto captioning going on right now. It capitalised Marvel, thinking I was talking about the company and not just the general word. Anyway, we shall continue on. Fingers on those numbers. Here comes question number 3. On the US game show Classic Concentration, how many squares were on the main games board? On the US game show Classic Concentration, how many squares were on the main games board? And there is a specificness we're talking about here. Classic Concentration is the specific version of the game we're talking about, and also the main game board, not the car board that you may be familiar with. That's a different number. So the main board in Classic Concentration. We will let you pick if you played. Yes, a specificity. 16 players have gone for it. And on the main game board, you will be looking at 25 numbers in total. Yes, there are a total of 25 squares on the main game board that you have to reveal to be able to see the puzzle underneath and try and solve. So if you gave me 25, well done. I'm going to let you blue. Anything else, though? You're going red. Oh, unlucky there. BC. I mean, you're already through, but going with 20, Dogfish 16, and Avy Me going with 36. I love some square numbers in there, though. So some good answers. I'm afraid wrong answers. But it doesn't matter to any 3 of those because they're already either eliminated or through. So who cares? 13 got it right. 12 of you can get through, though. Just Puzzle Dan, unfortunately, being eliminated. So, who was fastest this time round? That's what matters. Third fastest was DMC with a time of 4.686 seconds. Happy birthday to you, by the way, for yesterday, if memory serves me. Hope you had a great birthday, DMC. Do tell us how you celebrated. I hope it was a good one. Second fastest with a time of 4.365 seconds. Goes to Clive, a legend. Not fast enough. No. You were beaten with a time of 3.614 seconds. And that honour goes to Mark! Congratulations, Mark. You are through to looking after number 1. Very fast time. Sub 4 second time there. And then lots within the 4 second barrier. Very well done indeed. You are through. We lose the 3 and keep the 7. Next digit in our winning line becomes a 7. 207. Started to sound like a bus route number. Who's got 207? 29 of you have a 207 apparently. So just 29 winning lines currently going for the maximum, but it might not be a maximum that wins. We will keep a track though and see how it all goes. Halfway through the round, 3 players through, 4 players have been eliminated. We shall continue on. Fingers on numbers. Here comes question number 4. If Martha made 3 trays of cookies and each tray contained a baker's dozen, how many cookies did Martha bake? If Martha made 3 trays of cookies and each tray contained a baker's dozen, how many cookies did Martha bake? And to some people, I'm about to say, baker's dozen. Yeah, I don't know why I managed to say Martha. Anyway, we'll let you pick if you played. 29 players have gone for this question. So a regular dozen is 12. However, the sort of I'm going to say accepted number for a baker's dozen because I'm aware that there are potential sources out there that suggest that a baker's dozen isn't the number I'm about to say. But a baker's dozen, I think we're happy to accept in this case, is 13. Because the baker makes one for themselves to taste, probably. That's the logic behind it, right? So baker's dozen is 13, and there are 3 trays of 13, so you do the multiplier of that, you should have 39 as your answer. If you gave me 39, then you're going to go blue. Anything else, though, I'm going to light you red. And the other 3 players getting it wrong, going with the regular dozen of 12. Krugs, Ondi, and Puzzledan going with 36. I'm afraid it's a wrong answer. We're going to say goodbye. Yeah, baker's dozen. It's just one of those things you learn about Ondi. I'm afraid it's a bit weird. But now you know. Unfortunately, you have been eliminated though. So 26 got it right. 22 of you though can advance through. Ooh, makes some very interesting reading. This does. So, third fastest with a time of 5.735 seconds. It goes to Ramsey. Which may I say, thank you once again for your wonderful Secret Fortune pack to open up Quiz Night Live, Ramsey. That was an immense pack. Really enjoyed that. Thank you again. Unfortunately, not fast enough to get through. Maybe you'll have a bit more luck on the next question. Second fastest with a time of 5.439 seconds. That goes to Samster, not fast enough this time round. And while I'm on the thank you for doing your wonderful game of Jeopardy. I was especially surprised by your clue crew as well. Thank you very much for sending people around Sheffield to record things. Appreciate the clue crew. Not fast enough though, Samster. No, fastest of all. With a time of 4.317 seconds. And I must thank you for the Quizino, it's Oni! Congratulations, Oni, it's not a second place, it's actual first place. You are through and the bets are on tonight. Thank you once again for the Quizino. That was a wonderful game to have. Especially the dramatic tension when we did the final spin. We were like, is that a good number? We don't know, let's go back to the legend. Oh no, it's a miss, and then your spreadsheet broke. So we won anyway. You win nothing. Good day, sir. No, but for you, only you could be winning something. So we lose the 3, keep the 0, and woo, it's another 0 added to the winning line. 2070. Who had a 00? Maybe a 007. Bond Street on the Jubilee line opened yesterday. 007, anybody? Oh, 3. 3 people have a 2, a 0, and a 0, and a 7. Well then. Very, very interesting. Hashtag references. Well, we will keep track of that. Just 3 players, though, on the maximum, so we may be falling back to not maximum in a moment, but we shall see. 2 more places to find. Good luck. Fingers on numbers. Here comes question number 5. How many seconds are there in half a minute? How many seconds are there in half a minute? That's all we're asking. How many seconds are there in half a minute? It's a rapid question, but did you type it right? Or did you fat finger it? Or did you read the question entirely? Let's light your pick if you played. So, 31 players have answered this question. Generally, again, we're talking about your Earth minutes here. Your Earth minute will contain 60 Earth seconds. So half of that is 30. So if you gave me 30, congratulations, I'm going to light you blue. Anything else, though? Oh, Baker's minutes, here we go. No, we're talking about your regular Earth minutes and Earth seconds here. If you gave me 30, we'll light you blue. Anything else, we'll light you red. Ben! RTFQ! Unfortunately, go for 210. I'm afraid we have to say goodbye to you, Ben, on 210. Generally Earth minutes, yes, very much. 30 got it right. 22 can get through, though. So who read the question fastest? Let's find out. Third fastest with a time of 4.061 seconds is Tadaru. Second fastest with a time of 3.815 seconds goes to Clive the Legend. And while I'm in thanking mode, thank you for the challenges, Clive. Still don't know why player 2 and player 3 buzzers didn't work. That's such a weird thing. But thankfully Jack's buzzer worked. And there was some great gaming there from the challenges. Thank you very much for that. Fastest of all, with a time of 3.790 seconds. Hey, I should probably do some more workshop stuff, shouldn't I? But fastest of all, with a time of 3.790 seconds, congratulations goes to Ramsey! You got in! I told you! You told you you'd get in another question, and you did. You are through to looking after number 1. So, we lose the 4 and keep the 7, and well. We have another 7 in our winning line. We have a 2, a double O, and a double 7 situation going on right now. Who predicted that? Oh no, we're no longer on a maximum. We're no longer on a maximum, but we only have 5 winning lines that have 4 of those 5 numbers in. So, still an opportunity for more winning lines to come through on the final digit. But we shall see. Currently 5 leading with 4 matching numbers. And thank you, Ondi, for gifting out a sub to Nightbot so that it can emote correctly. Very appreciated. Okay. Good luck. Here comes potentially the final question of this round. So, even if you're sure, you may as well try and go for the answer. And also going, Matt the Ref, gifting to Quizbot so we can get some more bot messages with emotes in them. Okay, potentially last question of this round. Good luck. Fingers on numbers. Here is question number 6. What number do you get if you subtract the United States emergency phone number from that of England? What number do you get if you subtract the United States emergency phone number from that of England? The regular emergency services number, not the one from the IT crowd. References. We'll light you pink if you played. So, 29 players have answered this question. So, the emergency services number over in the US is 999. The emergency services number in England, sort of usual emergency services, not any other potential services, but the emergency services in the UK is 911. Although a lot of people will say it's 999 accidentally. 999 in the US, 911. Oh, sorry, the other way around. My brain is doing a thing. It is the other way around. 999 from... Oh, sorry. 911 from 999. It's because I'm reading the question one way round, but it's the other way round. I'm a bloody idiot. Anyway, the 2 numbers you need to worry about are 999 and 911. You subtract one from the other, you get 88. 8. Callbacks again. If you gave me 88, I'm going to light you blue. Anything else, I'm going to light you red. Yeah, I need to RTFQ here at this point. Okay, so we've got an 8, a 911, an 80, a 911, an 888, a 69, an 888, and an 800. All of those, I'm afraid, are wrong answers. Oh, let's say goodbye. Now, 21 got it right. 14. No, I'm afraid I wouldn't accept that lingo because it's outside the range of 0 to 10,000. 14 can go through on this final question, though, but who was fastest? Third fastest was Shapes with a time of 6.263 seconds. Hard luck. Second fastest was Matt with a time of 4.424 seconds. Hard luck, Matt. Just couldn't quite get in. No, fastest of all with a time of 4.404 seconds. Time not found. It was Ennis! Sure, I can tell you, Chris. It's 6.770 seconds. That was how fast your wrong answer was. Ennis, time not found. You are through to looking after number 1. Congratulations. Which does mean our final winning line digit, we lose the 0 and keep the 9. And the last digit is a 9. So, in numerical order, we have 0027779. Now, who got the closest to the winning line? Let's find out. Whoa, the match count of 5. It goes to 93 AJB. Just one of you. Just 93 AJB. Getting a match count of 5. Congratulations to you. Getting a bonus of 10,000 dudes. Go for a lurk. Absolutely fine, Ben. Thank you very much for playing. Enjoy the lurk. And we'll see you on stream tomorrow. If I can do the special shout-out command that they now have for Twitch. There you go. Go and click that link and enjoy some streams from Ben on Thursday and also on Saturday as well. Starts at the usual time of 8 p.m. Although, be aware, daylight savings for the UK and the EU end at the end of this week. So we will be going back an hour at the end of this week on the Sunday, which will differ from other places possibly in the US, where yours is another 2 weeks or so from now. So there's going to be some wibbly-wobbly time happening over the next couple of weeks. Just be aware of that. Congratulations to the Super 6. Let's get straight on into round number 2, which is looking after number 1. I greet you, people of the past. Your ways are quaint. Well, Super 6, congratulations. Innis, BC, ABME, Oni, Mark, and Ramsey. You are through. Let's quickly go over the rules. I think you know how the game works by now. You're going to see some questions. The answer is going to be, well, right in front of you. One of those will be the answer to each of these questions. Whoever answers first buzzes in. If you buzz in with the correct answer and it is your own number, you keep yourself in play. If you buzz in with the correct answer and it's somebody else's number, you will knock that person out. If you buzz in with a wrong answer, though, regardless if it's your number, somebody else's number, or another number entirely, you will knock yourself out of the game. And if nobody buzzes in on the question and it times out, then whoever should have answered to keep themselves in play will be eliminated. We keep going until just one player remains. Good luck. Let's play Lucky After number 1. Oh, I don't know about that whisper. Oh, maybe I shouldn't have done that. Anyway. Super 6, good luck. Fingers on numbers. Here's your first question. 98.6 degrees Fahrenheit equals how many degrees Celsius, Mark? You've gone for 37. Is that right? It is right. You are absolutely right to say it is 37. You keep yourself in play. Let's continue on. Fingers on numbers. Here's another question. How old was Mary Black, the youngest member of Parliament in modern British history, when she was elected in 2015? Do you remember? Mark says 20. The answer that we're looking for, if you remember, was indeed 20, so I'm afraid. AB me, you were beaten to the punch. And we've got to say goodbye. Here in the dark. And then there were 5, 9, 12, 30, 37, and 47 still in play. Fingers on numbers. Your next question is, if you subtract the number of stripes on the American flag from the number of stars, what's the result? Mark, you say 37. I say there are 50 stars and 13 stripes, in which case 37 is correct. You are still in the game. Fingers on those numbers. Here comes another question. The first issue of Detective Comics was released in 19 what? Ramsey, you say 47. The answer we're looking for is 37. Apparently we're trying to go for Mark. You've gone for a wrong answer, Ramsey, which means you knocked yourself out of the game. And you're in the dark. Thank you very much for playing. And then there were 4. Innis on 9, BC on 12, Only on 13, and Mark still hanging on in there somehow because the game is just calling Mark's bluff, but getting saved there from Ramsey's wrong answer. Let's keep going. Fingers on numbers. Your next question is, if the Brady Bunch children all agreed to get each other one gift for the holidays, how many total gifts would be exchanged? Anybody? Just on the buzzer. Mark is going for it and going on the aggression. Didn't have to answer. You've gone for 30. Is it 30? It is 30. Just like that, Oni. Means we've got to say goodbye. We're in the dark. Oni was never going to answer that question from what I can see, and yet Mark on the last moment still went for it. Whoa, brutal. 3 players left in, 9, 12 and 37, fingers on numbers. Your next question is, including anthology and animations, how many Star Wars films have been released as of 2022 BC? You say 12, you have gone with your own answer. Is that right? That is correct. You are still in the game. You're going well. 4,761,762. Did not spring the trap, indeed. Pop Ramen. Remaining players' fingers and numbers. Your next question is, on the £100,000 drop, how many bundles of £2,500 are left in play if a team has already dropped £7,500, Mark? You've gone for 37. Is that correct? It is correct, yes. You keep yourself in the game. It's a tight game, this. Fingers on numbers, your next question. On Roy Walker's version of catchphrase, how many squares cover the bonus catchphrase? Innis. Gone for 9, gone for your own number. Is that right? It's right! You keep yourself in the game, Innis. Bloody hell, this is a tight game. Remaining players, fingers on numbers. Your next question is, K-pop girl group Luna has how many members? Innis. You've gone for 9 again, going for your own number. Is that correct? No, it's 12! There are 12 in Luna, but 9 is just as good a guess if you've got no idea. Which does mean, Innis, it's the wrong answer. We've got to say goodbye. And it didn't look like BC was going to answer that question, so has been saved by that answer. 2 players left in, BC on 12, Mark on 37. One of you is through to the Wonder Wall. One of you will just miss out. Good luck. Fingers on numbers. Your next question is, how many slots are there on a European roulette wheel? BC's in first. Gone with 37. 1 through 36. With a 0? Is there a double 0? I don't think there is. I think it is 37. You are absolutely right, which does mean, Mark, you've just been picked. We've got to say goodbye. BC, right at the last moment, going for the aggression. And you are through to the Wonder Wall. Congratulations. Very, very well done, BC. Phew! Well, completely different game of looking after number 1, but still equally as tense. Goodness me. Wow. BC, you weren't able to get some stuff from the Moneybags belt, but can you get something from the Quiz Night Wonder Wall? Let's find out, shall we? Let's bring you over to the Wonder Wall, quickly go over the rules. I think you know how this goes. There are 49 answers, each with a number 1 through 49, and there's going to be a series of questions to which the answer will be up there somewhere. You just need to give me the number associated to the answer in each case. You do that, we move up the money ladder. If you do that 20 times, then you will be Quiz Night's next millionaire with 1 million doots. Give me a wrong answer, though. You get a strike, 3 strikes, you're out. You can pass. If you don't like the question, you can do that twice in this round by saying pass. If you want to stop the clock, you can do that. You can stop the clock twice in this game. Just say pit or pit stop, and we'll stop the clock 15 seconds each time. You've got 2 of those. And at the end of the game, if we're at 2 strikes or 30 seconds remaining on the clock, you can bail out, and that's the only way to take the money unless you hit that million, because we'll auto bail out in that case. If we hit 0 on the timer or strike out, then you leave with nothing. Roster all the speed ones. There are V slow, slow, med, M-E-D, fast, and V fast. You can also look to the left by saying left, middle by saying mid, and right by saying right. Those are all of the extra options. And yeah, the V1s are kind of jokes. You probably don't want to use them. But they are there if you want to see ludicrous speed. So if you are ready, good luck. Let's play Wonderwall! Reveal the answers. That's what I like to see. And that there is fast. So this is your Wonderwall for 1 million doots. 4 minutes will be on the clock once we get this game underway. Good luck, let's play. Which music quiz uses as its theme tune Bach's Partita in E major? No, it's counterpoint. Which body part is affected by a myocardial infarction? Ooh, I've got a dirty slider. Need to clean that out. Oh, taking an early pit here. Here's that question again. Which body part is affected by a myocardial infarction? Don't have anything in the bank right now. It is an early pit, but just taking another opportunity to have a look at the answers, try and remember where they are. We're back in play. Yes, heart is correct. Janet Jackson's wardrobe malfunction in the 2004 Super Bowl halftime show inspired the creation of which website? It's up there somewhere. Can you find it? Yes, YouTube is correct. What's the name of the final boss of the game? Dicey Dungeons. No, Lady Luck is the answer. We are already in bailout territory. Who was in a dispute over the invention of calculus with Isaac Newton? Don't forget you do have those passes. Taking your final pit. Here's the question again. Who was in a dispute over the invention of calculus with Isaac Newton? You can't get another question wrong, otherwise you will be eliminated. Got 2 passes, no more pits. 2 minutes 57 left on the clock and we're back in play. Gotta pass it. Which British TV presenter was known for hosting Blind Date and, surprise, surprise, Sabster? You mind reader? Yeah, Cilla Black. Which code features a series of dots and dashes? Morse code is correct. 2.5 minutes. Caterpillars get into cocoons and undergo metamorphosis in which stage of their life? It's pupal, I'm afraid, not larval. Oh, you hate to see it. You hate to see it, but it's a crash out and nothing from the Wonderwall. And the other question that we did pass earlier, who was in a dispute over the invention of calculus with Isaac Newton? That was Gottfried Wilhelm Leibniz, or Leibniz, I'm afraid. Yuck. Yuck, yuck, yuck. Well, didn't BC do well anyway? Hard luck not getting anything on the wall this time. Maybe your fortunes will look up better in the next episode. Yeah, larval comes earlier, then it's pupil, and then they become the wonderful little butterfly. No worries. Was fun. Well, that's good to hear, BC. Thank you very much again. And I hope you've all been enjoying Wonderwall this evening. Oh, well, that there ends winning lines for today, but we do have one other game this evening. Let me just quickly transition over to the intro screen while I set it up, because I need to reactivate my main cam on the usual layout. So let me quickly do that so I can see myself in OBS. And then I will press the... No, not winning lines. We're not doing winning lines again, Ashley. Stop that. Stop that. We will save the game, though. And we'll load up all clued up instead. How did I have the podium game set up again? I'm trying to remember. Did I leave it on 5 podia or not? I think that was a bit of a crazy one. I may need to reduce that back down to 3 again. Let me just quickly check what I did with the podium setup. Game What did I configure again? Do the setup, do that. Game.podiums is podiums. And what did I do? Let's find out. Trying to remember how many players I decided. Because yeah, it was a bit mad from the previous time we had 5, and I probably want to just reduce that down. Where's the code for that gone again? Where's the code gone again? Set podium count. That sounds like a good method. Vary this. Thank you, Ashley. Podium count. We'll go for. Let's go for 3 podiums. We'll do 3 pairs. 3 pairs for tonight's game, I think. I did drop it down to 2, yeah. But we'll go up to 3. 5 was crazy, but I think 3 would be just enough for a bit of variety, I think. So let me hit the play button. Oh, I've got to get myself set up in Discord now, don't I? How do I do that again? How do I set myself up in Discord again? I think it's like that. I think it's like that. And then I've got to not hit the start activity button that's now suddenly appeared in Discord. Let's change it to that. And let me hit the play button, then it should hopefully load the game up. I had pre-prepared earlier. Hey! That's roll titles. Welcome to All Clued Up. If you'd like to play the game, MJOX is the room code. Let me slide on over here. Hi, I'm over here now. So if you'd like to play the game, MJOX, and if you do not want to play as a hot seat player, then just say exclude afterwards. And I'm hearing a lot of excluding going on right now. We will be picking 6 of you to play the main game. Only leave yourself open to be a hot seat player if you can join me in voice to play that way. You will still need access to Twitch chat though, either the bot or public chat to be able to buzz in. But for actually interacting with me, you will need voice. Good to see some new names coming in here as well. And T Moore, hello there. That's a wonderful Lando Norris that I see there. Welcome on in. Let's see, how many names do we have up here right now? We have 28 names. That's a lot of players. There's a lot of players. Of course, just 6 of you to be hot seat players, and quite a lot of you have excluded already. We'd love to play as a hot seat player, but as Throat says no, that's absolutely fair, Top. I hope your throat recovers. Sorry? As opposed to Lando Stroll, Lance Norris, yeah, indeed. How many potentially up here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Manifest JB, says Puzzledan. Well, we shall see, I suppose. Let's find out who our players are going to be, shall we? As I press this spacebar button, it's going to pick our 6 hot seat players. We have got Mark, Pum and Ben, Mr. Vertigo, Arun, JB, and Shapes. So if you 6 could please make your way to the green room, and we'll get you all sort of set it up, and we'll get you into the game. Hello there, Ralph, joining in late. You should be entered into the main game as an audience player, but we shall see.
It's the stinger.
Oh, you don't have to leave, Andy. You can still play the Twitch game. There's still a Twitch audience game you can play alongside. Don't need to leave, but either way. We've got an Aru, we've got a JB, we've got Mr. Vertigo, we've got a Pum and Ben. Mark. We've got a Mark, and we are also looking for Shapes, I believe, as well. Kind of not around, don't know if the mod's around. I mean, I could just drag people in, and if things go wrong, then I can debug those issues, so that's absolutely fine. Let's just bring players in right now, and we'll figure stuff out, because I need to unmute you on here so I can hear you. I'll just quickly go down. Are you there, Rune?
Hiya.
Hello there, how you doing?
I'm good, thanks. How are you?
Yeah, not too bad. Still holding on to the Formula One. Still holding on to the Formula One.
We'll go it there.
Aye, indeed. JB, are you there?
Oh God! Let me put pants on.
Don't worry. There's no video cam situation going on right now, but whatever is comfortable for you. Are you doing okay?
Yeah, I'm doing great. I'm getting over COVID, but I'm out of the woods, I think. So
That's good to hear. Well, hope you're all recovering out there. That managed to get the COVID from QNL as well. That was I didn't really want that to be a passing gift, but apparently it was a thing. Mark, good evening. How are you doing?
Fine.
That's good to hear. Just missing out for getting on the Wonderwall there. Are you hoping to get some nice big dukes here as a hot seat player on All Clued Up?
Probably.
Probably. We shall see. Well, good luck. Who do we have here? We've got a Shapes that's just dropped in. Hello there, Shapes.
Hello there.
How you doing?
I'm not doing too bad. How's it going?
Yeah, not too bad at all. How are you recovering from QNL cold?
Oh yeah, I've been lucky there. I think I sort of tested positive for COVID one day later, but I've been fine since Sunday just gone. So I think I got away with it lucky this time.
Good. Well, that's very good to hear, and welcome in on to the game. We also have Mr. Vertigo. Are you there? I'm currently seeing you're muted at the moment. You should be able to just press the unmute button, although I don't know where that's gotten anymore. Yeah, there is a mute button at the bottom of the screen. You're having trouble unmuting. Do you have a microphone set up? May chuck you to the green room just momentarily to... I did see Score in the green room very quickly. I don't know if Score will be able to do another audio check. I'm just going to chuck you to the green room very temporarily, and hopefully Score will sort you out. Thank you for that, Score. Ben, good evening. How you doing?
Hi, Ash. Doing pretty good.
That's good to hear. You hope to do well on All Clued Up tonight?
I hope not to get stung by the stinger.
Well, we shall see about that when we get there. Just trying to figure out what's going on with Mr. Vertigo. They appear to be disconnecting and reconnecting, which is always generally a good thing to do. Just restart things and that might fix it. They seem to be unmuted as well, which is also a good step. And we'll just see if they get there. Arun has told me he has some interesting things to say about objectivism. Do you know, Arun? Do pray tell.
I don't know.
You don't now? Oh, suddenly you don't have anything to say.
Until 15 seconds ago, I did. Because I realised I hadn't changed my Discord name from Arun Rand for reasons I still genuinely can't remember.
God. Well, it just appeared as a clue on Jeopardy, didn't it?
That was it, yeah.
Yeah, there you go. See, it's an amazing thing in memory. I'm not good at Jeopardy, but I can remember things. Mr. Vertigo, welcome in on. How are you doing?
All right, thank you. How are you?
Yeah, not too bad. Good to hear your voice. Good to see that all of the audio stuff has been set up. Right, I guess we should get into the game. Let's roll titles again, because that's how I did this. So here are our teams. We have the two M's, Mark and Mr. Vertigo, over on the first podium. We've got Pum and Ben and JB on the centre podium. And we have Arun and Shapes over on the right-hand podium. How this game goes is it's a bit like Wheel of Fortune. You're going to see a master puzzle. That's what you're trying to solve throughout this entire thing. But in between all of that, we're going to be trying to get some clues up on the board. That's what you're going to be buzzing in on in each case. So let's get to our first game. Here's our first puzzle. I need to get my legend up. We have a 3-word puzzle here, and we have Mark, Pum and Ben, and Arun up to the podium for this round. You're going to be taking it in turns in each round. So, Mark, Pum Ben and Arun are up. To buzz in on the clue words, you just need to give me some exclamation marks in chat. 2, 3, 4, or 5 exclamation marks will get you a buzz. And if you're the first one to buzz in, then you get to give me an answer. And if you're correct, then then you get that clue up on the board, and magic things will happen. What was that, Pum Ben? You going to say something?
You said in regular chat, not in Quizbot.
You can do it in either. Either will work. In the quiz bot, we'll probably keep the public chat a little tidier, but honestly, either should work.
And you don't have to change how many exclamation points.
The only reason I give you the options to do that, as I say, if you use public chat, you can't say the same thing twice within 30 seconds. That's why there are other options to go for. But if you whisper it, you don't have to worry about changing that up. And Twitch chat, the audience game is live. All you need to do is just solve the master puzzle. The earlier you do so, the more doots you can get, and you just freely answer as much as you wish, but don't go crazy with it. Let's get this game underway. Good luck to you 3 players. Let's get to our first clue word. Your first clue word is 8 letters long. Good luck. What's the category? Well, we're going to work out some clue words here, only. That's how this works. H-E-S-I. Mark.
80s.
80s is correct, and you are off the mark with 100 oots. And suddenly a Whiskers has appeared as well, so as is requirements for stream, here is a Whiskers. Oh, meow to you too. Absolute meows to you. Oh.
What a sweet girl.
Oh. Hello there, Whiskers. Well, let's get this game underway and continuing on. We'll just put Whiskers on the floor there for now. 80s is the first clue. Let's light up some letters on this keyboard, shall we? So, all of the letters that you see before you on that keyboard that are illuminated are in the puzzle somewhere, at least one of them. However, one of them is sus, and I'm afraid is an imposter. It's a stinger. It does not feature in the puzzle. You thought I was going to do the Easter egg thing first time. Nah, I'm going to do that. So, that's the one you have to avoid because it's not present in the puzzle. However, everything else should be. Right, let's get to some answers or some letters. Mark, what would you go for?
I'll take an E.
Just say that again.
I'll take an E for Echo.
Just the way you said it the first time, it was halfway between an A and an E for me, so I just wanted to make sure. There are 2 E's in the puzzle. And your second pick?
I'd like an A.
Okay, okay for both anyway. Yes, 2 of those in the puzzle as well. So your clue so far is 80s. For 400, solve the puzzle.
Adventures in Babysitting.
Bloody hell! Okay then! Okay then! Was not expecting
Somebody
that.
frisk him?
I was gonna say it'd be good to build some more up in the puzzle bank, but no, you can go for the early solve if you want. Adventures in Babysitting is absolutely right. How did you get that?
Well, I figured the letters on the keyboard.
Okay, fair enough. Well, whatever works. Yeah, that does mean you get the 400 in the puzzle bank added to your 100, and just like that, on the first bounce, we are through the first puzzle with 500 to Mark and Mr. Vertigo. Puma Med, JB Henry, Arun and Shapes yet to get off the mark, and I mean, just like that. That's a puzzle down. I mean, it means I'm, racing through this game now. We get straight on into puzzle number 2. There we go. Oh, and the Twitch game. Yeah, nobody got it. Sorry, Twitch. We shall continue on.
Sorry, folks.
We move on to puzzle number 2, where we switch out who is in the podium positions. So, Mr. Vertigo, JB, and Shapes, you are now up, and this puzzle also has 3 words. Hopefully, Twitch chat might be able to get an answer in before a solve, but we shall see. Your first clue, 3 players, is a total of 10 letters long. Good luck. Remember those exclamation marks to buzz in. C, E, E. L. O. JB.
Electronic?
Electronic is correct. Welcome to the game. You get 100 dukes for yourself.
Supersonic.
Don't know if... Well, Sonic could be the final word, maybe, but I don't know about super. Let's light up some letters. So, all the letters illuminated are in play, barring one, which is the stinger. It's the stinger. So, JB, what would you like to do?
Let's go for the N as in nickel.
Jesus Christ, JB. There's one N. Yes, there's an N up there. And your second pick?
Let's go with the G, please.
The G. Yeah, there's one of those as well. So your clue so far is electronic, or electronic, or however you would like to pronounce it. For 200 dukes, do you want to solve the puzzle?
No.
Okay, we shall continue on then for another clue word. So back on the buzzers, Mr. Vertigo, JB, and Shapes. Here comes your second clue word, which is 9 letters long. P. E. E. M. Q. JB.
Equipment.
Is also correct. Another 100 going your way. And you get to pick from the letters again.
This should come as a surprise to nobody. I, please.
I. Yes, there's one.
Oh, well, maybe I am surprised. Let's take the C for Charlie.
Yeah, you thought it was going to be ING, didn't you? But it's not.
I did.
No, the C goes with the I. So, your clues are electronic equipment. For 400 dukes, solve the puzzle.
Icing. This is icing.
I mean, it does sort of say icing with some extra letters in between, but it's not the answer we're looking for right now. So, back on the buzzers for your third clue word, which is 8 letters long. 8. O. L. A. T shapes.
Oriental.
Is correct. Welcome to the game. You get 100 for yourself and pick from the keyboard.
Okay. Can I have A for alpha, please?
You may indeed. Ooh, good pick. 4 of those in the puzzle. Ramsey's the first to solve. Congratulations to you. And another pick, please, Shapes.
Go for S for sugar, please.
Let's see. No!
Oh no.
Oh.
There are no S's in the puzzle. That means you cannot give a soul at this time. So, we go back to the buzzers for your fourth clue word, which is 11 letters long. N. O. T. U. A. R. Shapes.
Tournaments.
Yes, getting the pluralization in there correctly as well. Tournaments is correct.
That's a very good word, that.
It's a
Yes.
very good. I mean, you might
Usually
say that,
only in
Arun. Yes.
singular, but still.
Usually, and with a definite article at the front of it. Reminder again: watch along with Samster tomorrow evening. I don't know why he keeps going on about it, but apparently it's something. Anyway, Shapes, 2 picks.
Go for L for Lima, please.
I suppose so. We've gotten rid of the stinger, so everything else should be fair game. There's one of those. And your second pick.
Okay, T for Tango, please.
Quizbot, that wasn't an attempt to guess, apparently. There are 3 T's in the puzzle. So your clues are electronic equipment, oriental, and tournaments. For 1,200 Shapes, solve the puzzle.
Automatic jerking tails.
I'm afraid it's not. So we're going back to the buzzers. And your next clue phrase is 2 words long, each 4 letters long. So it's a 4-4. Good luck. I, A, G, M, Mr. Vertigo.
No, sorry, it's wrong.
No, out. Going back on buzzers. E, L, JBT.
Tile game.
Tile game is correct. Another 100 going to you. And the right to pick 2 more letters. There's not many left. They should all be safe, though.
Yeah, let's try the J, please.
J. Interesting pick. But it is up there. There are 1J. R1J. There is 1J. Plurals, actually. One more letter to pick.
M as in Mancy.
M as in Mancy. There's 2 of those. So, your clues are electronic equipment, oriental, tournaments, and tile game for 1,500. JB, solve the puzzle.
Automatic mahjong table.
Is correct!
Hey!
Very well done. You need an explanation for this answer, and I got it right. Have you not seen the pop ramen? They are absolutely amazing. They really are. They've sort of got an inbuilt shuffler, if that makes sense, and then it also prepares them in the stacks ahead of time as well. So you just sort of just push the tiles into the center that sort of recedes. They're sort of tile distribution tables, essentially, Proogs, yeah. And so they shuffle the tiles around and then distribute them into stacks that then just get immediately pushed up in places of where the players are, because there's generally always 4 positions they play at. Loads of YouTube videos. You'll have fun watching those. But very well done. Pum and Ben and JB Henry now in the lead, 1,800. Second place is Mark and Mr. Vertigo on 500. Arun and Shapes currently in third on 200. But there's plenty of time still, as I increase the value of the doots going into the next round. I know, right? Let's have a look at the Twitch game. Hey, you got some points this time. Ramsey was the first, getting 3,700. Then Dogfish and Oni closely following. Welcome Bapoda and Zeus's to the game. I need to enable your score boxes. Just one moment. And also Milk also joining the game. Welcome on in. Let me enable those score boxes. 1, 2, 3 score boxes. There they are. Right, let's get on with game number 3. Oh, I need to find game number 3, don't I? What was the room code? Was it Little? It was Little.
Little?
Was it Little or Oldie? Oh, it was Oldie. Even better. It was Oldie. Well, there you go. Other supermarkets are available. We are with puzzle number 3, so we're back to Mark, Pum and Ben, and Arun. It's another 3-word puzzle, but there's now 200 for each clue and 200 for each letter you find in the puzzle. So, get ready on those buzzers. Your first clue, although it looks like 6 letters, there is also a punctuation symbol in there somewhere. Ooh. I-S-I-F, Mark.
Sci-fi.
Yeah, there's the punctuation symbol in there in the middle somewhere. 200 go to you, and let's go to the letters. As always, all the ones illuminated are in play, barring one, which is the stinger.
Oh, it's the stinger.
So avoid that at all costs. Let's go. What would you like to pick?
Give me the E.
E. And that gets you 3 E's in the puzzle. And your second pick?
The N.
N. What does that do for you? 2 of those as well. So your clue so far is sci-fi for 1,000 doots. Solve the puzzle.
Not yet.
Not yet. Okay. We shall go back onto the buzzers. Oni's the first to solve. Very well done, sir. Getting 7,000 in total. Sorry, 5,000 in total. Back on the buzzer for Mark, Pumperman, and Arun. Your second clue word is 9 letters long. You can't try and solve the puzzle, JB. B, E, G, I, R. Arun.
Spielberg.
Yeah, it is indeed. You're getting 200 to yourself and the right to pick some letters. What would you like?
Now, what do we do here?
I don't
Let's
know.
go for an L, please.
L? Bold strategy. There's only one of them, though.
Oh, that didn't help. Let's try a. Yeah, let's try A. Yeah.
A? Just one of those as well, I'm afraid. So your clues are Sci-Fi Spielberg. For 1,400 dupes, solve the puzzle.
Nah, I don't think I can.
Okay, we're going back on the buzzers then for your third clue word, or clue phrase, should I say. This is 2 words, 3-4. K. N. O. Y. Mark.
New York.
New York. New York is correct. What do you like?
Let's go with the T.
The T. It's a good pick. There are 3 of them in the puzzle. And we're now up to 2,000 in the puzzle bank. Second pick.
And the D.
And the D. Chris getting a solve, Apodo getting a solve. There are 2 Ds as well. Your clues are Sci-Fi, Spielberg, and New York. For 2,400, solve the puzzle.
Batteries not included.
Absolutely correct. Very well done. So there is the end of the round. Mark and Mr. Vertigo now in the lead on 3,300. Second place is Pum Ben and JB on 1,800. Arun and Shape still in third place on 400, but still plenty of opportunity to catch up. Going back to the Twitch game, only in the lead on 6,300. Then Ramsey 3,700 and Lucario in third place 3,600. And we have another room code of QKTK. And not a cat now joining the game. Welcome to you. Let me just quickly activate your score bar. There it is. Welcome in onto the game. So let's continue on to round number 4. And we're down to just 2 words now. Just 2 words to solve this puzzle for Mr. Vertigo, JB, and Shapes. And for you, your first clue word is 11 letters long. Good luck. D, E, C, L, N, E, JB.
Nickelodeon.
Is correct. You get 200 for yourself and the first pick of the letters. As always, everything illuminated is in play, barring one, which is the stinger.
Oh, it's the stinger.
And we're getting some very early solves already. But you've got to put some letters up there first. What would you like, JB?
S.
S. It's a good pick. There are 3 up there. There's a swathe of correct answers coming through right now. Your second pick?
B, please.
B. There are 2 of those as well. So your clue word so far is Nickelodeon. For 1,000, solve the puzzle.
SpongeBob SquarePants.
Going for the sort of the strategic, I think everybody knows it. We'll just claim the 1,000 while we can. Yeah, absolutely. SpongeBob SquarePants is correct. Maybe a bit of a gimme answer for gimme clue with Nickelodeon at the top, but either way, very well done. Getting the extra 1,000. It does make it a very close game between you and first place, though. Just 300 between you now. Arun and Shapes, we're definitely going to get you in the game.
It would be fantastic television if we won now.
It would, absolutely.
Yes.
And it could still happen because I'm going to increase the value once again. I know.
Ooh.
They didn't do this on the usual show, but no, we're going to be going up to 300 per clue and 300 per letter on the final 2 puzzles. Let's go to the Twitch game, and there's a lot of you now with some points. That's what we like to see. Already still in the lead, 9,700. Ramsey second, 7,700, and Lucario third place, 7,600. As we go into round number 5. There are 4 words. Not many letters, but there are 4 words here in this puzzle. Mark, Ben, Arun, you are up. Good luck. Here comes your first clue word. Oh, it's a long one. It's 13 letters long. I, A, C, C, O, G, P, Mark.
Psychological.
Is correct. Getting 300 to yourself. Let's light up some letters. As always, everything in play. Everything illuminated is in play, barring one, which is the stinger.
Oh, it's the stinger.
Where are we going?
A.
Go for the A. Yes, there's one. And your second pick?
O.
And an O. Yes, there's 2. So your clue word so far is psychological for 900 doots. Solve the puzzle.
Not yet.
Not yet. Okay, going back to the buzzers we shall do then. Your second clue word is 12 letters long. N, E, H, R, S, E, Mark.
Apprehensive.
No, back of the buzzers. P, Arun.
Apprehension.
Is correct, yes, just the wrong conjugation there. So, Arun, you have control, got 300 to you, and you get
Mark,
to pick
Mark
some
did
letters.
quite a lot of the heavy lifting in that one.
Mm-hmm.
T, please.
A T. Dogfish first to solve in the audience, well done. A T is up there, and you get a second pick.
R, please.
And an R. Apart from you're so close. There's one R as well. So your clues are psychological and apprehension. For 1,500, solve the puzzle.
Nah.
No, we're going back on the buzzers then. Going to your third clue phrase, which is 2 words. 3, 7. It was a great misanswer there, Pot Ramen, though. I did like that. G, N, O, O, Mark.
Not knowing.
Not knowing is correct. You need to get control of the keyboard.
F.
Going for an F. One of those, 2 of those. I forgot there was one in that word as well. 2 Fs in the puzzle. And your second pick?
S.
And an S. And 2 of those in the puzzle. So your clues are psychological, apprehension, and not knowing. For 2,700, solve the puzzle.
Fear of missing out.
FOMO, or fear of missing out, is correct. Yes. Or as Pop Ramen said, fear of passing out.
Was there an A in the puzzle?
I can't remember right now. No, it probably was the stinger though. So, congratulations, Mark and Mr. Vertigo. You're up to 6,600. It could still be caught though, depending on what the final puzzle entails. Pum and Ben and JB Henry are currently in second place with 3,000. Arun and Shapes.
Go on, Shapes, catch them.
It's going to be difficult to get to first place, but it could be possible. It just depends on how many letters there are available in the final puzzle. Let's go to the Twitch game. Dogfish now in the lead, 13,200. Then Oni in second, 13,000. And Lucario in third place, 11,200. And Topper, thank you very much for excluding. You've already excluded. To Lugaru, if you'd like to join in, you can join in right now while I have the lobby open. The room code changes. Every time I open it up, it changes. So it's TSGS now. I'll leave it open while you ponder that, and I need to activate theories. There we go. Activate theory score bar, and also Lugaru score bar, and also Biz's score bar. So all the score bars being activated right now. There we go. Okay. It is time. Thank you for excluding. You've already excluded. Thank you very much. We're just going to move on straight now. Can't do it now. Moving on to a final puzzle, which is 2 words long. Good luck to Mr. Vertigo. JB, as Shapes, you are up for this puzzle. I need to automate that, probably. Your first clue word is 6 letters long. Good luck. R H N C J B.
Crunch.
No, back on the buzzers. F Shapes.
French.
Frantic buzzing going on there. French is correct. You have control, Shapes.
Sacker blue.
Let's light some letters up. All the letters lit up are in play barring 1. You know what that one is.
Oh, it's a stinger.
So, Shapes, time for the comeback. Where are we going?
C, please.
C. It's a slow start. There's one of them. Pop Ramen, you're the first to solve this time. Congratulations. Your second pick, Shapes.
A, please.
An A. And one of those is a very slow progress on this one. Your clue is French. For 600, solve the puzzle.
No.
No. We go back to the buzzers then for your second clue word, which is 7 letters long. Bon chance. S A O V Shapes.
Savoury.
Savoury is correct. Another 300 to you, and more letters to pick.
R, please.
Ah. Yeah, there's 2 of those in the puzzle. And your second pick.
N, please.
N. It's one of those as well. So your clues are French savoury. For 1,500, solve the puzzle.
No, sorry.
Okay, back to the buzzers we go. Your third clue word is 7 letters long. L N A O. Mr. Vertigo.
Oh, no.
No, back of the buzzers. D Shapes.
Lardons.
Lardons is correct. Another 300 to you.
What'd you call me?
And letters to pick.
E, please.
E. 2 of those, and your second pick.
I, please.
An I. Well, so close, Prey. Just need to spell it correctly. 2 I's as well. Your clues are French, savoury, and lardons. For 2,700, solve the puzzle. I'm going to time you out there. We're back on the buzzers. Going for your 4th clue phrase, which is 2 words, 3, 7. Oh, I know you are, Pop Ramen. S. Shapes.
Egg custard.
Is correct.
Oh,
You can tell totally what I'm doing here.
Yeah,
can't you?
I think
I
everybody
think it's a
knows
lost
you
cause,
know
but
what
it's
it
worth a
is.
try anyway.
But you're trying to max this out. 2 more letters to pick. There's only 6 left on the keyboard.
Okay, H, please.
Going for the H. There is 1. Second pick.
L, please.
L. There is an L. Your clues are French, savoury, lardons, and egg custard. Still not enough to win the game, but for 3,300, solve the puzzle.
I have to try for it. I don't think the numbers work, but I have to try for it.
I'm gonna buzz you out on time, I'm afraid. So, go to your 5th clue word. It could be enough for JB Henry to take the win if they steal it. But your 5th clue word is 6 letters long. H, S, shapes.
Cheese.
Cheese! Absolute turophile phrase there. Cheese! Or, you know, the whole, you know that clip on YouTube. Cheese. There you go. 2 more letters to pick.
I think I do.
There's not many letters to pick from here, and I'm worried. I'm very, very worried about what could happen in a clue's time, because I don't know if I have the edge case programmed or not.
Okay. O, please.
O. Yeah, there's an O. And your second pick.
U, please.
U. There is a U. So your clues are French, savoury, lardons, egg custard, and cheese. For 3,900, it's still not enough to win the game. Solve the puzzle?
Will it break it if I don't?
I don't know. But it sounds like a lot of people are wanting you to do science right now.
What do they mean we want to try it out?
A brave new world. I have no idea if I've programmed this situation in or not, so it's going to be interesting just to see what happens, I think.
They want to see what happens, then we'll do that.
Okay.
Yay, let's break games.
It is chaos time, folks. So, Mr. Vertigo, JB Shapes, we are now on to your final clue phrase. So, even if we have to forcibly pick the final 2 letters, we will be able to get out of this situation, I think. So, we're going to see what happens. Your final clue phrase is 3 words long. 3, 2, 4. Good luck. O. T. L. O. Mr. Vertigo!
No!
No, too long. Oh, no, it's just no! Why has it done that? Why has it done that?
Oh, damn it.
Oh,
Well, this is completely not even expected.
I had buzzed.
I know. I pressed the timeout button, but oh god, I should have pressed the no button, not the timeout there. Well, that was the final clue phrase, which does mean we're gonna go to the puzzle and start revealing letters, and then whoever buzzes in first gets to solve.
Just get on that buzzer.
I think we all know what the answer is right now. So if you're all ready, it is going to be a buzzer race. Whoever reacts to whenever I activate the buzzers first. Good luck. They're not active yet. When I press spacebar next, the buzzers will become active. With 3,900 on the line. Good luck. Buzzers are active now. Mr. Vertigo!
Quiche Lorraine.
Quiche Lorraine is correct!
Thanks for that. God damn it. Are you sure it's not Lorraine? No,
Tushy
it's not.
Lorraine.
It's not at all. Well, bit of an anticlimactic end there, but I don't care. It's just the chaos of all clued up. So at the end of that game, Shapes, you put in such a valiant effort just putting in all the value of that puzzle. And it still wasn't going to be enough to take the win, but it would have been close.
Not quite. It had to be done.
Still, really enjoyed that. I hope you both had fun, though.
Yes, it did. Well played, everyone.
That's great to hear. Perman JB, 3,000. You could have got it with that final puzzle bank, and also, as Puzzle Dan said, it would have been a lovely 6,900 as well. But just couldn't happen this time round. It was a race to the buzzers, and Mr. Vertigo got there. But Ben, JB Henry, I hope you had fun.
I had a lovely time. Great game, everybody. Good luck in the final to the winning team.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
And
Thank
the
you.
two M's, Mark and Mr. Vertigo, congratulations. You are our winners, means you get to go through to our bonus round. And yes, Prue says, after all that, we'll never know if the edge case was coded for after all. So that's just
Until
going to be
next time.
exactly as a mystery for next time. Let's go to the Twitch game, and congratulations go to Dogfish as our winner in the audience, 17,100. Then it was only in second place, typically, 16,900, and Lucario in third place, 13,900. As people are excluding again. Very fun. Thank you very much for all the buzzers. So, let's get over to our bonus game for Mark and Mr. Vertigo. See if you can get yourself some bonus doots here. We're going to offer you 3 categories, and you can choose which of the categories to play for. Here are them. We've got nonsense words, Japanese street food, and dog breeds. Which would you like? You can confer, see what you would like to do.
I think we'd be best with dog breeds, don't you, Vertigo?
Maybe. Food and drink is probably my worst subject, and nonsense words, that could be anything, really. So, yeah, I think probably dog breeds.
Yeah.
Dog breeds? Okay, let's make it dog breeds. It is disabled, Ramsey. We are making it harder for you, though. I didn't even realise, but the sheet has it set up as a 50-second game rather than a 60-second game. So you gotta go fast on this one. So 6 dog breeds to solve. You can just shout as many answers as you want, as long as you give me a right answer at some point, and then we move on to your next word. If you're all ready, good luck. Your first one is already up there. It's 8 letters long, and your time starts now. R.
Labrador.
No. I.
Terrier.
No.
Let's see.
S. A. E. R.
Eurasia.
Yes. Next one. G. K.
Pekingese.
Yes. Next. T.
Basset Hound.
Yes. Next. N. I. O.
Chinoise.
No. O.
Chinook.
Chinook. Yes. Next one. I. N. A. O.
Pomeranian.
Yes. One more. A. I.
Basenji.
It is!
Well done.
That first one's a bloody tricksy one. Eurasia?
Yeah.
What the heck is that? What the heck's a Eurasia? Oh,
It's a band.
goodness me. No, that's Eurasia. Anyway, very well done with 4 seconds left to spare on a 50-second countdown as well. That's very impressive. And all of those great answers. Very well done. There's an extra 5,000 dukes for each one you got, so it's another 30,000 duke bonus to both of you. Congratulations. Hope you both had fun.
Thank you very much. We did.
Thank you very much, although I don't think I deserve them, because I'm just so compared to everybody else.
Hey, you helped out in the main game, so it's only fair you get Division of the Spoils as well in the bonus round. So congratulations to you too. And until next time,
Not
with
for
all
you hitting Quiche Lorraine.
indeed.
Well, like anything else, but
Until next time, for all clued up, it's goodbye.
Bye-bye.
Bye bye. Thank you again, JPB, for those clues, and also to 8 Minky earlier with who knows where. Oh, sorry. Wave! Wave! And there we go. That is all clued up. Thank you again, Room Shapes, JB, Mark, Mr. Vertigo, and Puma Ben are also there as well. Thank you very much for playing, and we'll see you later. Take care.
Cool. Thank you.
Later.
Later. So, it is that time of evening, as Pum and Ben says, it is to manifest marbles time. So let me get marbles on stream loaded up, shall we? Open up Steam. Thank you for sticking with this stream. It's been a bit of a longer stream. It's now 10:30. But it's my first stream back after doing all the Q&L shenanigans, so I think it's fine. It could be a bit longer. So, Oni, does we have a track? I do believe we do, because I saw it earlier. Yes, we started from the escalating redemption failure as we now go into the evolution of failure. That is our next track that we are due to play. So let's get that one loaded up. Do need to change the game layout one moment. So if you'd like to play, !play, that's how you do it. It's how you get your marble on this stream, is !play. Change my game capture to that one so we get to see the full screen, the full splendour of marbles. What have I got music-wise tonight? Yes, I have this one lined up for tonight. It's a bit of a classic one, but I think you'll enjoy it. First and last, get a spin. Yes, that's how it goes this evening. There's all the names. Hello, Whiskers. Hi, how are you? How are you doing, Whiskers? As always, says President, thank you for the 100 bits. Well, we shall see if we can get you in on a first and last this time. So, let's get this spin underway, or get this game underway. We have a target time of winning a world record target time of 2 minutes and 9 to break. Let's see if we can do that. It's lights out for a rolling start. Thank you for the 100 bits there, Matt. Let's get this game underway. I'm hitting the space bar, expecting things to happen, but no, that's just all clued up. I need to actually hit the start button. There we go. And if we're all ready, let me unlock the camera ahead of time. There we go. And go! Of course we had to do Rock Revolution. Of course we had to. Gotta do some interceptor. First through, the first set of obstacles there is Zeus and Score. Though Proogs does not care for this spinner, straight through to the next part, followed by Flyboy and Biz. At the back we have, unfortunately, AVME falling to the void. At the back we currently have Mr. Vertigo and Deducement, because this is a first and last track, so I'm going to try and keep an eye on both the front and the back. Proogs still in the lead, with Flyboy taking a more direct approach through this funnel section. Biz and Prey, Pum and Ben also making their way here. Cycle Space and Puzzle unfortunately falling off the track. At the back we still have a Deuce who still have a Pop Ramen Comedy, so they may be looking good for last position at the moment. Whereas Flyboy is looking to be first. Falling through as well as Luguru. Wow, falling off the track, hard luck. Going into the steppers. Flyboy and Luguru, then Aura, Masara, and Pum and Ben. Down the pipe we go. To the staircase. Danny Gambit also falling off. Aura Masara trying to take a wide berth there on the stairs. Not quite working out for them. At the back, how are we doing? We still have Mr. Vertigo and I don't know who. Top of One Gaming and Dogfish all the way back here still. Play to start as well. Could be looking good for last position. First place, let's zoom over there. It is Luguru at the moment. We could be looking good here. No, Flyboy is first to exit the barrel there. Is it going to be Flyboy? Oh, taking it a bit too wide there. Luguru, more direct approach into the final channel. Who's going to get through? It's going to be Luguru getting first place. Congratulations. Pum and Ben and Lucario just falling off the track. Hard luck there. Flyboy taking second place. You might be able to get one in and a plus one other. Depends on what happens on the wheel. Time to start looking at the back then. In the mid-pack, we've got Kursuka, Tamster and Chris, Theory, JB Henry, and Jogging, Mr. Vertigo, Zeus and Dogfish. Oh, we had some people falling off the track, or possibly getting eliminated by the deadly laser beam. So currently we are looking at Dogfish in last place, with Zeus is in second last, Mr. Vertigo in third last. They do still to finish the track though, 1 minute and 20 to finish the track. And we are fast running out of music as well. Let's go back to the finish area, see how we're all doing. Theory coming in, Dogging coming in, Dogfish coming in at the moment, as I need to go and pick some more music. There we go. Jamie Henry and Mr. Vertigo coming in now, into the final approach. Dogfish and Zeus are still on the track. Still ahead enough to not get eliminated by the deadly laser beam. But who is going to be last? Zeus is though getting eliminated by that! Who'd have thunk it? Dogfish is going to claim last place. Wow. The sneak death there. The sneaky death. No one saw that coming. Wow. That does mean first place goes to Lugaroo. Last place goes to Dogfish 44. We had a lot of DNFs. Zeus, Pop Rub Comedy Proofs, Topper 1, Player 2, Deuce, Timor, Lucario, Pen, Arun, Apodo, DMC, Biz, Oro Mustaro, Danny Gambit, Ralph, Puzzle Cyclopate, and AB Me. All DNFing. And that's a 21-month resub from Zeus. Justice for Zeus. Thank you for the 21-month resub there, Zeus. Yeah, that was a surprise to me how you managed to get eliminated there, but it's how the circuit goes, it's how marbles goes, I'm afraid. So, we have to say that is a DNF. Justice for Zeus there from Saps as well. Thank you for the 100 bits. You put exclamation play the wrong bloody bit, so you all beat me, says Oni. That's how it works, right? So, congratulations to Lugaroo and to Dogfish. You're going to get some spins in a moment. Let me just activate a thing. It's still in the right place. Hey, look at that. I've got a... Because I had to get the camera out for Q&L in case, we do have camera over there now that I could just put on the wheel. So we now have official wheel cam that I don't have to keep messing around with. It's the poker face thingy. Yeah, absolutely. So we've got a picture-in-picture, folks. This is essentially the old Whiskers cam, yes. But Whiskers doesn't tend to stay on her perch all that often. She likes to sleep on the bed now. So I guess we're making use of it now on the wheel instead. Hello there, Whiskers. Hello again. So I think it's time. Hello, Whiskers. I think it's time for, yeah, that usual thing. Yeah, that thing. Are you ready for the wheel, Whiskers? Let me just quickly, let me show you. There we are. Let Whiskers spin the wheel again. No. I'm gonna do a thing. So, SFX2. Well, let's find out, shall we? Are we ready for this spin then for Lugaroo? Let's find out. Come on then, Lugaroo. Let's get this spin for you. What will it be? Good luck. It's 20,000 doots going to you. Congratulations. There we go. New sounds. Because magic people have sourced magic sounds from a magic thing. So I thought I'd put those in. New things. Who dis? Absolutely. We'll take the 20,000 and enjoy that, Lugaroo. Congratulations. Dogfish. It's time for you for a spin. So, time for you for a spin. That sentence makes no sense. But Dogfish 44, it's time for a spin. Come on then, Dogfish. What are we going to get for you? It's going to be this. That's been there for a while, tipster. What's it gonna be? 5,000 plus 20k to the jackpot. Not too bad at all. 5,000 go to you, and of course, the wheel. We have to finish on that as always. But 5,000 to you, and another 20,000 added to the jackpot means the jackpot now goes up to 240,000. I think I was right in saying that there was a 20,000 added to the jackpot previously, but I might be wrong. If not, then I'll just add in an extra 20,000 to the jackpot because I can do that. So yeah, there you go. That is the new sounds on the wheel. There are a few other sounds in there, but we'll reveal those as things happen on the wheel. So yeah. That's the new and improved wheel, which is not really improved much, but hey, it's a thing. That there is the end of my stream. Thank you very much for watching and playing along. I hope you've enjoyed it. I am back on Friday with another of my streams, and we have got Redacted from Oni, and we also, hopefully, he still hasn't sent me the pack yet. He needs to do it. We hopefully have a pack from Mr. Royal Flush for Outright as well, hopefully on the Friday. And that is, again, starting at 8 p.m. BST on my channel. Over on Ben's side of things, Thursday evening, what does he have on specifically on his stream next Thursday? It'll be Number Wang, and Google that. Then he also has a stream on Saturday, which is Plinko, Purge, and Red Herrings. That is also 8 p.m. BST on the Saturday. Of course, on the Thursday evening after Ben's stream is a watch along in the Discord of Tournament, that Samster is adamant you have to watch apparently. So just don't forget about that. And also there's a pick left or right space game over on Ben's side of things as well, of course. We don't do that over here. We have marbles instead and the wheel. Other things happening on the Saturday evening. We have got Quarren Stream, Sassword, and Wheel After Dark. Let me do all of the shout-out things. So shout out over to Mr. Royal_Flush as usual. We also need to shout out to Quarren Stream Game. Let me get to that. Only one shout-out can be active at a time. Are you seriously, Twitch? So I can't just shout out multiple people. I have to actually wait a minute between each shout out. Well, that's kind of irritating. But Quarren Stream Game, they will be running Quarren Stream the game show, or Quarren Stream the game at usually at 1 in the morning. Which will actually be still the same time, although we'll then be going through Daylight Savings Madness while Quarren Stream is actually active. And then there will be Wheel After Dark and Sassword over on JB Henry's side of things. Let me just see if I can shout out Quarren Stream Game now. Quarren Stream Game. Still can't do it. But anyway. Quarren Stream Game and JB Henry XIV will be doing their things Saturday evening over on Topper's side, presuming that he will be well enough on the day. We have got Strike It Lucky and Moneybags over on his side of things, and that will be on 8 p.m. GMT, presumably, because daylight savings will be occurring on that Sunday morning. So just be aware, if you're in the States or something, that it might be off by an hour or so. But again, depending on if Topper is going to be well enough on the Sunday. Recover well, recover well. And then we do it all again next week with all sorts of other stuff. So do enjoy all that. I'll be back on Friday, hopefully with the Redacted and Outright. Take care, and I'll see you soon. Bye!